Area de Shimama Yamamunina ha a ye at the Bami Mainti so higher neat 100.9 FM. Yado Bibia says we would do a video no ato has say in a wood ye. Yeah, check live I want neat 100.9 FM so Facebook and I'll call YouTube by Despite Media. Wait me do comments and I feel messages no dia ba yen WhatsApp no so and Facebook live no so your WhatsApp no 0503721744 0503721744 what the buy back in can come at the amount production crew aye crowd Jojo Adami Adomagero Saj my friend ma Nana Yausafo Wandaroma and a year wobo michidom nam di jumedi abrewo abusuya me din at the MAAME BIAMAH bet me from BMZ1 and as a woman gada and I'm a soldier of from your major so do me na me di jumedi hu chia me free sabre ko sisa no 9 ebebo no 9 boss so la mike na pam for babesin konwa no agye tata de akofie e free sabre ko de menua enemenye Mekai was say ene eye benada November bosom de to so eduna akaka krabi na November bosom ya paimo na kire se sesi a meka say de aka me say 46 days na ye de 2023 afini nyina ye de akwa akogu onyame adom nti ameka wanyan wato win na tata kachimo waka wabanya asemo ya me ba bekan meka no obrofo 2023 aka nefo abeye aduanan sia aduanan num hodmon na ye de akwa akogu no Mestro say if sabri ekono cherish every moment and every person in your life what you say they say cherish every moment and every person in your life because you never know when it will be the last time you see someone You never know when it will be the last time to see the person. You know, life is very, very fragile. Take nothing and no one for granted. Take nothing and no one for granted. Akwenye biye beba mawo, ekwen biye bebi ato no ama ono. Ese, wode beye nipa papa, wode bebwa nipa, wode betuwa na monwa ede serie ebetu obiano. Isansa wunnim ochana sem, wunim ni ebesi. Ebia nipa wone na ehia enne no. That will be the last time ubehu no ewo wonkwa na nyina. Hwe classmate fo bebre wo ho no mo aye na wo mu wie school aye hu wo mu biem. Ebinum wie school over 50 years ni. The classmate on ne tena one class. Ohun ni bio. Obi wie school 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 25 years ago. The classmate on nyina tena one class. Up to today, na ni say ehun ni bio. What do you say? Ensuranka social media ya aba na enkofo kreti WhatsApp platforms classmates ni ade na chese mo aka bom wo ho na mo bisa mo ho ase na mo bom ho nkomo na mo share those fun memories no na say timi aboa de nkabo mu sunko bi aba senka no ni ho a o classmate ebia na atenkra no so akwa kopiem e wo north ana wakopiem abrochire Sanya bi abrochire ho obeko ana no fo no crown no what is the guarantee say ubehia no so ahu obu ho a onhu nipa ni bio opem se omu nyina odoma koma beto nsa e de afre wo what is here enti life na wo ho no no don't take anything and people for granted what is here kwan bi e be bia to no mo ama no hwe se obefa so e de aye papa ade aye ade a etene na esefata ewie me mo ha sonko Bedroom suko akọ eno eso no ye behwe na traffic light a isisi mountain so a ebusuafo ye nyina ye ne tuamu wo ho no ma de Rose Ministry o mo kan no kre ebi ho no mo abehwe na ka bi di akọ bom na bu ebi ho no mo abehwe na emabunu bi a wo mani abere ko etwe abrankam etwe etintasko to fom de ntoma ebi abo wo muti ene wo mo nsa ne wo mo na chante ye ni abere ko atua demonstrations ahodo obehu ana gigiri obehu na omaka traffic light ni bi atofom eno ente nkoda obehe na akromfo tachi amoa a wo eka wo nko na nka Ghana abose kodwoto wo musu hwia bi what you say na de we ekoso nye ne akoso efi ya kato amre so na traffic light obehe na bu atokwan mu ni achia na de ato pavement so ebeda so kopembra minim omwa si ye de kwan be ma contract yo ye be de omwa atrase ya no ombo eto omo ye mu a na afei womo agepeni se womo ebe ye ho adwuma na ombetu ho anamon na ebusua saade we yi a womo so womo ba be yi na nke wo so man dadaada ana se afei na adwene no aba na yenya road consultant road engineer Abdullah Mahama unse oye papa ye tai ne di nkomo pa eba bibia efa adesua ne nkyekere ho fa yakwan ho ko ade a bia ye bone pona oje ye nso engineer papa assalamu alaikum
Wa mi alaikum salam.
Nempom te sai
Na do mi ba.
ye de radio ase yo ye de radio ase say the road ministry wo mo ababonte wo mo chese more functioning traffic lights no omoba na wo mo aba be fix ni nyina we nye first time wo mutu sa na mo anie we nye first time wo mo ye bibi etesa wo mo ye no mo yi wo mani kotena se a na wo mo a light ne ye wo mo de ankasa real owners na ankasa no no mo so aba be take over drivers no mo di hwim akromfo no mo wia bi fence demonstrators no mo kan bi gu fom ene ade yenya hwe yi nkosi da ben yen hwe ne saa nkosi da ben
Yen fa kunye so na encha obiara otiemo bia we me mamo ha. The my investigation my wadi ho no HSA was say Ghana for na yeso yekuta shen any yeah like. But the here pan say nka aban eye light ni wie na senka anye se krono na beba so because muslim they work at capitals and community we are the people ade they were a bit obscure areas na enyume nkofonta and use ho na no say ya krono ta koso bebre inti I say last na me minimum media to be ya addition kakra fa said there was a yema police for tears here na esa nka aban ka ontua once day ebia sanye traffic light bio inti I ensure your cars no ebi no inti ubo se car bia ko hwi phone mu na e da ko police station ana police for aba market from ho a choro so mo choro na mo de car no ko omo police station ho na o ko testing officer ya ma testing officer no car no atua 500 Ghana or 1,000 depending on whatever it mostly 500 Ghana DB therefore ade abe check car no roadworthiness the car no is it clear for to take it away from the police station now and wasn't case ho no more I wasn't a police for no the car document and as a details no and the appropriate agencies because say urban rules are there were urban road area manager sabron mantem hono and as a bonon in the same I was almost some way or numbers available senka more media for nanka numbers no more you mbuja senka ufi circle eba bedu akwetema all the traffic light on eshase mesinsa the contact number ni or engineer or under urban road into bibi ni police for the car bia pim na say street light here mumma asemesi onti na before move discharge car na from police station on the details have to be given to the engineer at that said location. Then they will trigger the second incident, which is causing damage to public property. then the insurance will take charge of that. Inti na say starting a twisty education in kakra say saban to me struggle na onya be si ho na so me kwan omo post in another light in the the police. In fact, my source in this campaign was at the past 5 months, and I may say, you have attention in police for no kakra because omona can yes and take it. But when they finish charging the car out of the station now, what do they do else? Then you say a copy will be or your individual and a property, and now the panbedin can I say because quarter. What does the government earn in terms of replacement or maintenance of the damaged property? It comes under the police. So we should not then say if the car, that's why they take the insurance of the car. If the car is insured there, the police will now trigger a second option to give the details to the engineers who will now trigger and say, okay, fine. Let's check it now and as a light now damage 20,000 Ghana, 15,000 Ghana, 10,000 Ghana. The person may also okay, let me just pay and go my way. And so there, then the engineers will now follow the person to the will get the police extract and get the omnium size can insurance company right there at the place so that every time BIAMAH and can qua buying or I just say they see a act of God, a force majeure. So maybe from a beer bonus, BBC, flood the BC, maybe ama pull beer toho. And yes, Sadia, most of the accident the traffic lighting in Ghana apart from minor activity, all of them are knocked down by vehicles which move around. But any police phobia in some misunderstanding be also what happened? Me engineer back home Emma mobile be on the Suhum Road. The policeman from PIP, almost say Accra or Frey Minipano, engineer no, and then at the same called the ask of commodity ombe PP or the police who engage or who interacted with the engineer no, say assist some mistake. We think Commodore Muna Besianco interrogation at the head office. But in fact, we deal with the issue. Could do chief executive for. Then the policeman called, or threatening the engineer. Said, what does he know? Car no pim na say buying guardrails, guardrails any Diana. It's not government property. So the man should be left to go. So this is the mentality of an MTTU or the MTTD policeman who should know better. Say when an insured car damages any property belonging to government, that insurance should bear the cost of it. But so if you're police for or money signing the at this time, they are buyable. So this is the education that we have to. So that when you call MTD boss na better studio hono, then we should start this discussion. We can minimize the extent of damage to these signalized intersections in Ghana. I bet want to say the police will only call partners or insurance company, and the area managers of the urban roads started discussing, and as we delay on this same platform now, most of the traffic light will be functioning because the TV, if you're able to secure the control point now, a control all the traffic light from every location now, then the next thing will be damages that can be bear by the insurance company because a lot of people insure their cars here, and they at the end of the year the insurance don't pay anything for the why the cars were even insured.
Engineer, me sasa unse sa LI ya wo muji tumi friends say section 114 of subsection 4 road traffic regulation 2180 say it is an offense to cause damage to public road infrastructure. Emera we ye no em say jama fekura na ya wo meketekete ya medi 6 months. What you say? Ye ntimi mfanya adwuma da. What is the guarantee say sa na mo ya wo mutu enkonko ye 9-day wonder ana bi abehwe no na there is a new leadership into odi moja foforo bi eba bewura mu aya hwetewete bo ho sam na sa akọ dada no em. What is the guarantee say sa di betimi ayi?
Is a constant education. Tell me, I may say here, may name because at least one of the reasons you have a lot of audience. So when we're able to ram home this now, some of the people are not even in government, and yet not the political entity per se. Some people in office are civil servants. In fact, me in Chasukaka, me discussing one of the sister stations. The man that I was discussion, I mean, the other person was on another line. He took my number and called to us and said, Emrawe Ghana Hana. Meanwhile, that person was the deputy in charge. And it's not even about roads. That person was the deputy national coordinating director.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I don't want to disclose the person's identity. It was so embarrassing. I remember I was at China Mall on the Accra Kumasi Road, Amasaman, when his call came through. And they now called me, I said, law now go to court here. I am Ghana. And he's been there from 2016. And I sent him a copy. And that was the national director, deputy director of the whole nation in charge of something in Ghana here, not on roads. So we need to get this thing being drummed day in and out. It's almost team you cry on. We don't say be asking me crazy. I also be to me track as a concerned citizen or to me track as can you be post way, you don't know what Benno station. It's any Ghanaian can go and answer, poor ye will 2 weeks ago. And I me who me pick a car number way. I could say because that car owner and the insurance company should be made to come and assess the damage and pay. But if allegedly, if the police also want to escape, they want to help the person to escape us. What they will do is that because at least you didn't hit anybody, you hit a government property, and they will have cleared you. Don't say clearing, it goes to a lot of benefits. Mean BBs, but you know what I'm talking about. So, but if individuals or citizens become so aware, say security man take a picture of a car. I damage one of the posts or I made no call test. So after 2 weeks, you could have even gone to say this pole has been damaged since. What is the update on it? Because of the education in BIAMAH that I'm giving to you today. So that we should start to know why we are paying insurance. Because we say, insurance make us 10,000 Ghana cedis. That's a fee. The next year, we discount. We say, 9,500 Ghana cedis in equivalent. How much? We are going the whole year. We are comprehensive. We are then. That's the whole year. No, when you accident, it's gone. No problem. The next year, you're going to pay exactly more than what you have paid earlier because of maybe appraisals or increment in their price. But they don't look at the discount aspect. Because he's always driving his car. He's been doing comprehensive insurance. He doesn't count for any damages at the end of the year. But he don't get the benefit like you see outside the country. I say, I not be in the draws. You see? And so you insure your car, and the insurance money is not being used to do replacement of government property. And the police, some of them may be aiding. Like I'm just saying, this man, one of the towards a and he called to more or less to threaten my engineer. If it was not me that I came in the evening and I picked his number and I called him and said, if he doesn't take care, I'll trigger. And I triggered. So they said that he go to a chief executive and then Dampali came into the picture. I'm telling you. Wow. And that person was called now to come and answer questions why his brain or his knowledge about traffic management was that shallow as an MTDD person. So this is an education we can give. Government cannot do all. Or try now your pool or CC pools now. They should also make available the engineers who are mandated in all the sections. Maybe from Seneca, Tesano, Estiakudu Circle. This is a person in charge. From what they call maybe Mamubi, Medina. This is a person in charge. Ufi Obesiako Kaokudi and Awoshi. This is a person in charge. International BACA, police. Before you come to the state to come and look at the car and take the car off the place, involve the engineer who is mandated by law to coordinate that area, would make a significant improvement in our installation of our posts.
Engineer Mimisa, what is the role of the assembly? So, because me fan say your assemblies how do our traffic no war catchment areas. Can the ministry fall on the assemblies so that no so we are more closer to these traffic lights? It's a bus be a situation be near MC betimi aginema hwe say whether say accident or whether say whatever no betimi a repair.
Me depends on the buy. I never come in and say apart from the Ghana Highway Authority for now or my authority, so they don't work under the assemblies no. Mostly all the assemblies in Accra, they have an engineer who is the Department of Urban Roads Engineer, mostly attached to the assembly, or they work in close collaboration with them. The point we're making is very superb. So whenever you call on the MCU or the MC or the DCE now, he will now fall on his engineer who is under his department or under his jurisdiction to evoke the clauses and then get this thing solved. I think that was a very good point. I mean, SKP or their back. But they cannot. The assemblies cannot go in and then handle, because the control system of the traffic light is so delicate, and you have government has appointed or as abiding war traffic and as a subcontractors are already mantem national BBC that's a bus or some then they mostly go in and do the repairs, and the government pays them later. It will say sometimes post in the end which might be an answer bina about home account to mean like last few, I think about 8 months ago, when some of them spoke on some of the sisters, they are being owed some X amount of money that they have not been paid yet. And so whenever they will see some of them, and they'll go back and go and repair. But what I'm just trying to say is that if we are able to do the watchdog committee, I make I say we should be able to identify and get. See, Bonina or Hona, someone to question until one also to mission. When they start to see, say, an individual has been passing by the area, on your known figure, 1, 2, 3, police
quickly.
And this one, you concern say, they also come to as you for the Biamon, they are overly concerned about their area, and that hence enhances development. So we should do this education today. Let's open, we are more on that education. We should track vehicles. But like I said, when you go to the MCE or the DCEs now, they have the Department of Urban Road Engineers underneath the feeder road area. I say so many, and I say maybe Swedru, and as a mankesi, we call like the hinterlands. You meet the Department of Feeder Roads Engineer under the assembly, and these guys are there to help to get some of these things resolved. When they get the information now, then they will fall on their regional director and get the cost of damages sent to them, and then the person is asked to go and do the payment. So ensuring the kind of however you are going to make sure that you get the thing resolved, you resolve it. But we have to track the system. We have to police the system, and so that the police will start to see I did see why I may be taking my committee chalk somebody has taken my pictures or somebody has taken a video, they will make a follow-up. And I think that will help us a lot.
Okay. Engineer, we are better say.
And yes, there is.
Yeah. I was here for engineer Abdullah Mahama and Otesia no AD and Komo Ediafa in traffic lights no system no ehon. They say Ministry of Roads and Highways HSA one more ebituana mona omasisi. Ni asese ni nyina na emu no se wo mo chiw se bia wo do ka akwahwim opese wudwane anase woye niema bia enye emmoa protect yen traffic lights no a ene wo mbehwe se emra eno ebeji na won so meba wo ho no maba bebisa wo anya bia ekwan ben ena yemfa so entimi protect yen traffic lights no kwan ben ene ebefa so na ya protect yen traffic lights ni nyina se ne ebe ya ye the traffic light ni si ho no mo a ebeche ama yen na afi so no adwen ekita yen adwen mu foforo ya na ehia se ye de bogana ejapade ho ban sa de na ka ye ho ade ese we ya ban dia ene ko anka kora anka mfa so ye be se ni sesi a ye be wia ni sesi a sa su ban no ye be de free mu na kwan ben ye be fa so a traffic lights ye be bo ho ban na etimi aboayen 0302243540 0302243540. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bacho dini baby afrefi.
How you quite the condition?
Bacho yitio.
Very no see Juma Obama Ghana man. Cause you know the offer Juma ya to say obeso you did. No just do pa. And that's the voice we buy my follow
That's
na media kanon grango mumpe street light ne traffic light no mumpe minisa na enfam lan to ni protect wo no kwa be say ya wo hwe emerwo na mo tete kwa won na ya di ahye wo munsa who said, and for food come down, could be not bloody at the what Nightman oil or monitor or more people and no more many people. To me, say, Uncle Fubi now, it won't be to Basano, my friend. It's no sunny money in a butch you Marangasa, and my security and boy.
Sippy, Kokwase. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
About your dinner, baby, Africa.
BIAMAH.
Yes, Papa.
And to say what any but ambassador Ben, and I have some BIAMAH.
Oh, I knew. I'm what does Ekuruno, Omodoso, Papa.
Munkailani.
I feel the Adania worry. I want to tell Bizarre, dear, so already.
Say, Eddie, our ready power, and Jeffrey, my reverence way.
I want to hear for what yes, you are. Then I just our the baby. Hey, Munkaila, maybe more deal.
Yamzi. And you have to say, Crodom, why?
Mate, you go.
That's it. I mean, shall need my power. In fact, who will do Madina Ha, fire service, so much Bimukuha, will be it you. One of the service personnel, so correct, I say, one thing of power them, and they say, Vima, what they castle reduce so. And you know, or so I put Juma.
That's it.
Minyaba, Chef, Ghana, the only thing, and of course, by extension, Africa, we lack maintenance culture. And it's a maintaining idea. BIAMAH, yet the answer we are buying the I buy the we are we never pushing you never pushing Sabonte. Because school bimo, BIAMAH, the person who school needing public institution, we are and the way now we not building that year beside environment, you know what you say. And then besides, they would done him a private person. They will be no the value at all. Such traffic lighting system, may the message say, yes, maintenance culture, and I say the spirit of protection of state properties. So about it, just say your mentality, BIAMAH, and wow, and wow, you say you know, I quite bind it. When you bottom the me to enter no make me misuse no, and cadentina traffic light. Nipa sabi moja jina utirmu a wo twin ekoba na sabi bako ria e dia ko ton fufu fire. I mean BIAMAH etosu it's just because yes we are bind here nti ba sre me de e wo se ye nya atwemu fufu ye because we kwa brochire a it's na de bia ye kase pese kwa brochire their way of thinking no BIAMAH is totally different from that of Africans. Nti wo se nya atwemu fufu na nya that spirit of maintenance culture. You will maintain for it for a long time.
Mensumeda Sipi, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Johnny Monier. Ibiaba Cordia.
Munkala, you power.
Ade.
Now the way you say,
now one power so be pay. Hey, one pass will be pay.
Can you have a man showdown?
Waka wate.
Oh yeah.
Opini ya wim.
What boy Zuma? Onja na me wo for yase mo waka bu tiraje. Onja Ghana ya party mu tiraje mu. Onu wa hunje nipa na di san. Enso won kanta. Enso no udun go for nsan we kiri. So we go ka say so much when they say that you won ka. We so on fa no. We be kan. Ndi ya party mu tiraje. Eno di enya de ebetimi aye mu aduma. Tie mu jasi machine di san se mo no nya ko report no. Onu ko be ka the police station ko ni adanti bi friend won ko. O ti no report da. So dia dey. Yanso o mind bapa eni pa so yes sir. Oh, and you say CCP governors na dey bi ti abonten no. E di si we den. E to be as a police for no gi no mo take ka se di se money nyina na ke titi wo mu nyina. Because there's another protection, we are protecting woman. But he said, and maybe the Muslim we kakra, take drop of food in the if you are on one. Oh, yes, you see, I'm on doing enti etoro bi amuso mu nya action mi mu je ade ni ji abon ti won e adwuma enti jan go be din semoni afọ mu ho di keke traffic light ya asroma fo ni bubu ntu wa dia se enema dia je kwa hu nyina wo mabubu nyina tu obi ade se ni nyina si yi na nke chi wo nanka ye fine wo nanka dis kan ko to na de no ne sa de be because wo mu bu no ebi mba bi na e wada ho sa enti traffic light ni die na kam say yes highway for na reso but the meaning there what the highway for na reso won
they say Ministry of Roads and Highways
ana ko mu na reso
so no mo see o me na kwa na me hunu
because I am ko razi hu se traffic light no engagement ni se ye beka
ni mo
so bo so akwaji mu sika din bo a
omo tu ana mo che se omo besiesie traffic light access no
omo besiesie that na de ya kasa sa bye bye
Medas Jenny Mo Ediano no hello good afternoon
Mami Suja
me pacho udini baby awu frefi
but we ukunu ba ko fe no kore asa me kase Africa so baby ha wa ko si tutu no kontina no fe dem gina
me chop money be son papa yankoi
ni se uku butu mawia wo be mami bibi kakra dia to me hu
na me nkwaji free baby na me vamro me nkwane sa
na se
me eji asha
o se ni tira ma bre mi boje ni a wo na mu wa wenye adwuma a wo yi enti ye support ye ho
yankoi no grasa da lu din no wo na se ba
wo nu se je ni ma frasi e nanti e kokumasi wo so woni sika bo nya wo de ba kokumasi nti wo frasi e nanti
me strong me premento asemu me ba cha bye bye kasa ne go
Olaba mami mo wabaso ewo topic a odi abetija oba sa traffic hu sem traffic mi meeting kwa ni esi assembly na na hweso ana meboa
yani enwu
Minister of Roads and the Demen Jebeya ye akoma o mo na se hwan ye akoma m ene ye kwanti mpo na nkasa kura na oba pa o mutimi hweso die ene minu kata oba ka yenya ye nankasa sa what they say traffic light is ni na ye juma ene minu kata wo ye fa seka a wo ko wo police headquarters nani wo no a wo ni traffic light o no ka yenya juma enye juma police for nani wo na enye juma ne be na o my Ghana kwa eti na koso every kwa ye dis say ne ma we na champagne for me ta eti mo so so mo nya katia eti akatia no mo gino o ba so so no adwuma no so fra mo ye no esu so akatia no mo gina na eno ba be na be ka so na be ne se sa CCTV camera fi ya ka fi e di abubo krom minim se ka so e do ha dia I don't know eno kronon ketinketi e ko so ka so enya semtetwa ni le kwa ye so no e be do anti enu kwa enya bo ni do me light before the light be ba no na ko bo be se do me no anado ne be de kwa na wo bi gire sum no odi boni a wati nya hu no ama video yet na capture no yamba ni fo munya de fata mo munya yi anza no munya ni yi anza no ma ye ni fata because o my God ye blow na munu ne bre ye sika ni ri tu omuka to munya de be wo ga bua ye no ansa no ma ye omo de obi to aso do
Meda Sipi hello good afternoon
mami BIAMAH AKWAFO kwafo
yes oruboni ana
mami mbacha AKWAFO committee
Aurubon ana
oh man we intelligent what being pa yetio ya wo no aburo ma jeni menti asie so ko shirawo
amen
mami BIAMAH me de ma yolu ma na jeni mo no ni mungala no de ho jimu dia na me so me de mo majimu
hey oba ku fo mi nye de oba ku fo mi nye de ni yo yanko
oba ku fo ye de dia me so me de mo hajim yo mami BIAMAH me pa chome fa kwanya etumi nche ne baba kono menko manim incoming MP but ya no English among from kwajo kranche ono a na eko na ya papa ba omi aso so me sra o say fa kana Japan ye running mate ababua me papa mami BIAMAH traffic light hu asema wo ken me say last me tika so na me te tika so my do stop right what I me ba ACC traffic light do ho driver ni no aso yellow who dimrika and who say police ni bi gina ho acho and you na tu ye ni good driver no so driver for mo yan mam bofo papa obreko o bo wan hu say onan go gina aso yellow wa gina so who gina get ready to stop me go school cry no meaning get ready to stop now dimrika who and ya driver papa me take kan mbi no me so wo yan mam bofo oni mraso brochire na wa that bring here so I do a court and so Ghana had the offer with you and the traffic light be saying you need na adabafo the business to buy quick say so who the police already who the police ni wa pa no na ekoro who the police gina wa mo public to no gina amu ya man bofo papa adabafo ni bi enti me de nga me pere say ya chidaba ni bi ni de ne kokko ni teri no be 10 years da ofi mu fia o be study ofri kanechi ko kaswa traffic like o hu nyina sei ajo ba ko de pe na yeduma ni nyina ta da ba fo bu ni nyina ade na ya tira omai mu na ya ma ni ma sei ko so na me te wa ko de traffic like so
me first na me assemblies in a restaurant. That's not assemblies. And that said the Ministry of Roads and Highways almost one of them.
Amajuman Sunny can take it face. You can deal with dear, and all 12 face Mexican dear. Only a minute,
Baba. Council. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, my soldier.
If I dinner, baby, I'm free.
Uncle to you.
Your uncle at Umpone.
Adumo. About Adam Remem.
Oh, me bro. Yammy Barame.
Asamo. Yo, Manzaja, I'm not looking at Japan that there will be a Michiano.
You are just
showdown at Dasso.
That's right.
Manzaja. Traffic light and what's in Yakafabi. I have a bubble. Yamisho. Na mbwa bago ya maybe wa de ba ebwa Ghana papa na useja oye Ghana ha mo insurance companies no wa fo ho edukwa wo te o se bi ehun mo ko no mo ko twa insurance a na ma je medicine then say the insurance ya me twa e den fa so na me yero ho e bi so ba ka se be bro na insurance na ko twa no e third party into third party no eduma ye de aka ayi traffic light was what it means. Some of the car capture ma. That's a person for Bawa. Or no one refer to the insurance. Now, what the cost of a damage, you know? No, never day, insurance, you know, what discount in the free Ghana, insurance companies, you know, what discount the free, one year won't be dollar. On our village is only for third party. But I didn't be this one I can't damage, you know, no, but here. In the accident, I want to say, but it is for the third party. Oh, if every bill, I say, I buy offshore, insurance, what is canon, what to us work here, comes Amam Gofa, what say Yamba, I buy Yamba. That's what to wire. But just know your person for now, the other. The Caribbean cost the damage there. Another option, traffic light to be no where. What is your person for our what was the number conversation? That's all what I do. Insurance side of one of to the insurance company there. A car way, I insurance would be at them company. Into motion, 1 billion, 1 channel. Master the Martin and Cosso. Into Minister of Road and Highways was wire that. Was this the better we read that? 1 month present for no 1 month, 1 show there. Caribella, and now better made a traffic light better. One refer to the insurance companies. One better course, no better ma. About some over Turkaka. But also,
Mensumeda CP. Hello, good afternoon. And council, didn't baby afraid.
No, wapum children.
We start more now, sir.
Or from Y2K.
You Y2K, Yanko.
Mopocho, a honorable Napo. The bill will be a next year, Mamma. Na Kobus, you could go my when you could fear you want the bottle of Sharman. Good.
damre of a binding all king. Mammy, ye free as the year insurance, ye know. O mana yet him say it insurance. Now the insurance the car na signpost and neither traffic light. Sapika fra in your phone crew. Only down insurance wa reprise. And the car no breakdown. Insurance company you that's also quanim. My car the bobo accident to go trian or dorsal. In the car in your breakdown and insurance habafa. But the Ghana who insurance you. Not police factor. In your accident, let's say Uncle Court and for lawyer insurance won't be. It's a man to me. Madam, I'm trying to do. I forest commission, so will be cash a forest no or okay if we not forest before could train really good danger or weapon or say forest. Common sense and common siblings there. Agreement we do for deep forest in a day farm into deep team we are not reprise. Well, you no one could train any brother will be a forest with the cat to a well, we are not for now some the forest or Dama. Dalamse, will be the uncle to of a way, Sabika from Poto, Eka in Yansa. No manner yet will be a good beer forest, or I could be a brother. Lanko would come in a beauty. Not forest to force Watumra. Not forest before we are what the forest not some Upido of Fanya Galamse. No to go the Nanko Sonia and a man from Woto. O man way, there be a Macadagan on ye, you have quite demo, or by Yan or Lee. O Sana, I do not want in it. You paying for I'm afraid to live on your dinner part. Now, dear to Chrome, I'm not afraid to say I offer the street light. No, over a job, I organize I want to go on there. I want to wait my electricity companies, private companies, you know. When you want to move with you to state BIA, contract about catch that these days, you and see what it is. No, over a job, what organize one. No, we are street light cables, we are house to house. Police station and any easy. Yeah, while in the out with China door. What could we wait wise or woman? And so when I get to my young baby and coffee will react, cables now or cotton. You want not security for a various scarciada. You call your copper site, I won't. Yes, scrap the law. Water, signpost, and I want a road, a guard fence, and I want a friend and traffic. Or friend that cable be because I identified. They are too many microphone, we have what one microphone. Now you don't come here so you compare now, but some service you pay. So I'm good at Maslow. By the way, what Mabado. Now decide the issues here or there, on your politics, or you're from 19 could do, and you have insurance and insurance companies. You have insurance companies, and this water.
Madam Sippy, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
About your dinner, baby, Afrifi.
But I found a quick
You, I just said it's you. You.
If you watch about BIAMAH, I did power your mom, papa. You will be why I did say, and you decide the bed of Mano, a year, my and coming here, coming over because you never met you at Apostino, and ya at the papa. That's why I said, you be a bone minimum.
Well, the Oka say we are men cats in a sumame. Why?
You. Listen up from but Mr. Deba family is a wall. Post. Why are you now on my light post? Why are you not my It didn't move the outfar and so far. Unam way 7 Airbus City House. Usha, supposed to if you talk about Mr. Deba party, almost 2 years. Now, Gadina, because I Ekunu. Well, if you wait, you might you Japan, you that. It says, let you know because my son or my thing. Well, how I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you need to be debate with him, Bampa Chopper, Casamana.
But Ude Jinasuma men cat line. Why? Men cat line. Yo. Hello, good afternoon. About your dinner, baby, Afrifi. Yo, Jay, young boy.
Oh, man, BIAMAH, to Kana, me see me ni ma me pay the cool already so. Almost in a chedo hard game. Oh, buy a traffic light. We package 3 days. And I'm the year. The cash of mine. Maybe my cash and rubber compares. Compares is me see what buying over my way. When see what buying on my any. Instead of which I'm buying him because I 7 because they could be like, me see this say, I buy this car. Obiwa ababe chesi kakesi na ekoma obiwa o chia wo funu ka ye no so ndi obi ye mu ye ho so ndi se obi mu a o kan o fe so be ro be je won e wa wi obi mu a onye won so ndi manje magana de zemna na ye so na me dem ba bone na wo me
we really have a long way to go. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Me ba chodi ni baby afref.
Me to atimota Jason Brown.
Yo, yanko.
Woni me be yeah. Atimo this FM, this FM, this FM one. Overhead no. Da bia mo pack mo car no. And na dia no o se na mo pack mo car no na mo de mo ti ba be pim. Dia police police mo de mo ti ba be pim da dia no. Among for Shasia is to stand at the end of the man who overhead the national. I want to pull my come. The would free overhead national won't call them or call baby and more. Or much as to keep down at the end of what they hold. Maybe I'm a pack of more people at the moment. I'm a pack of Cano. Or I say to two again, come. It's in a kind of a year or mine and penny for my man like a car, as you may or master you. Yeah, maybe say no before a car. Me too, baby. That's on the police station. Also, no one idea to find one you panel. If I have my painting yellow and black.
Correct.
Now, of a brand at the bottom. Up to form, I know what this time idea. No, as you said, I even that they will be out. That's one. There was one. Alumi palapala ni no. It's the funny one man me na ya jene papa. Ya jene one man me and then ya jene papa. And you say be pending for na ayo. Na so ja jene papa say ya. E ben den e na wo wanya ni tie wo aka to abrabo. That's it.
Insomeda CP. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Enka so udi ni baby afrefi.
Yeah, no, millennium from Mordecai.
Hey, Mordecai. Now what to say?
Yeah, maybe while I'm from with you now, buying a work in the first year this week.
The radiasi, if you are very fine.
Yeah, if you are so, I am for me a new job, a wood them. Now, Ghana, Hano, Yamia, no, I'm a son of my yes, how do you wait to be that? Yeah, so back last year, political party, you and your politics, the politics, executive view of Western region, Kobe, so there was in that year no more to watch.
Ampa, Mekai.
Political party, Baku, organizer me, Pierre, and look at the buying in penny phone. I got no more. There was a penny phone almost woman to do no more. And got on for more. And to me, the baby and the Ghana for your mom than power, where they can depend about this room. Why you be yes, I don't make us again. We have no more be any position. It was in the panel. What is the one out? What in the quarter out in the quarter hour? Sana, now, good minister, maybe I'm going to what I don't know what means that.
Nyamisha on sopa medasi. Hello, good afternoon.
Soldier.
Yeah, Wadaruma lower radio, no why?
Soldier.
Yes.
I salute you, sir.
I take him, sir.
Name Russia, Jamestown.
Hey, Roger, Obekumio. Hey.
My number is C4923.
Mate.
What I say?
Mate, yanko.
Accommodation. Me check your tea. Gonga bias. Bema camp. Sir, can I continue my submission?
Yes, sir. Permission granted.
Thank you, sir.
Mami Brahma. Yes, sir. In number say offering the trim. Now Bible catches a lack of knowledge, my people shall perish. One time Bruni the trans Wagana ha. Akaya to your boasia, Bruni betre nema bebre. Okwa botia, CCTV cameras, a bia duma. Utin to say go for me, I bet you. The bia toko mo ako do so I bet you. Ghana, you see a near be. Taxpayers' money, now Udika. Udi akobot traffic light, now what Jayako. Because you're too wide, a bit discount from them. Who say enjoy home? Traffic light way, a protected obia. The attempts, yes, citizens know. Udia, a bind the obia buna monqua, if I will bang. One way I know. The Uya wafa, let me sumi Yamafa, I can't have him. Street light, now what could wires no akoto maskas, or didi. One that Google got a so now what could ukoton, now could obi remus a nabebu. What I say, and ya, akaya di brony track komuha. Akaba this time. Saya we yahu. Magisa who want to quack what bochim member the break. Mimi kobi da be mi so document what TV so. And the China call. Obi Jao don't fall like to bet you. It is of Rwanda, Rwanda. Kona Koya Bibi war. And ya, your mistake, say, a bronia, yes, I can say, on free and I pay a freedom. On in the West, or Tina. I bet you answer bye bye.
It has Sippy Russia. Hello, good afternoon.
Absolutely, BMG.
Hey, so MAAME back up yes and to our papa. Bibia boko de.
Adumarapa.
Yankasa.
Oba kwakwaye bibisa Ghana hankasa no. Abaya de enfo bia hu. Se fisan kede ma private company bi. Ino manage ya. Anka cameras in now around. Who ka kwa udi be boom no. Who chom now move with just 5 seconds cry. Yabecho. Lady Bianzi share baby car nama a bit baboni perku. Na abandon to the other moon food bridge or son a bear, on the fat top, son a bear, may say who are crampa. Ye bear the baby, Medina Heya or so half of that, only go big color crying. The baby because this is yes, they are buying in a 1 year traffic light in a 1 year say. No question, or my name not yesterday. And if I used to be so you ever say about dear, near Chiafaswa, a 2 year and penny for no more co, yes, to say, yeah, but it's the end of which you're never there, so can see it. Until the man will be say a question, I say, a brown amount so more be and come with me, I can't be the bomb, then I'm away. What to me, and yes, say, it's a stressing I am what no manager to into me and soon for Lady Ben winning a miniature.
Radden Council, host of MAAME. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, BIAMAH.
Pacho Winnie.
BIAMAH. George Boatini.
Yo, Pacho.
Insurance Commission. When you be a new office war.
Anne.
When you be a new office war.
Anne. Aye.
BIAMAH. There was how my mo. Oh, how my day I say Kahigi. Mut by Yasafo no Bumaya. Can afford Debbie. I didn't for number 2 about Mama. And one
Pacho, let us say at him the dinner at Dawson Dodo. You say, ya dream was a saying, and part him the DBA Sam. Hello, good afternoon. Pacho didn't baby Afrifi. Diana Ba. What are my radio no? Zoom no mammy, why? Yay.
Now, what I say in Cabrera, I can be. Maybe I was our uncle for education. Brunei is more than 100 years. Or the uncanny market, see a bear in Numa Brunei, a mine. Brunei stubborn, some would be real work, no, I say. I be before now, the Yagin, and yet there be a senior of them. Maybe a mamma, Miss Howard, give you me, who are my brother.
meti maka say any kind of beto so mi ni ayo te ma community 5 park here da ho man bia ma park e ma me also wa ton park mpoya to e traffic light man bia ma no bi na ke mi si mi mani park yo ya to ma ton ni ya over developing e ta ma community 25 ya no ayo ni man bia ma ye to park ya wo traffic light no why man no why man bia na why ma me very dey oh, I'm in the being the same.
Maggie special, mammy, didn't know Maggie special.
Do I'm Maggie special. Trouble, no, no, and come. What do you miss? I'm not wrong. The panel with the yes, what's the first of one some? Did you could hear me on me? With the memory fancy.
Let us say hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mammy Soja.
If I told you, baby, I'm free.
Your friend Palo ni kasatu ni wazongo no.
Yo Palo yankoi.
Mami Soja, o se gana fo no no lika krabi. Ade ka krabi ha ya jeni. Because shadi aye abaya ya to hono mo nani pada sani bika. Ade akwa boom. Last time me chia boy bi. No o tete wa ya bi wo tema. Committee 5 hono mo. Na ngisa say papa ade wo ya otete no enya wo dia wo I say you enya wo dia ono ka chen assessment no no beto abubu abomi ka ni am drive taxi me ka ya ma me ko me ni ma na oba ne so na ja le call me baby o Mami Soja eya mo ne maye mo dia na mo kan tan tira yen ka san ka sa ya ho yesu yen tu ya ho fo ni enjoy sa mi ma na ye no nothing there sorry I see oba amai president yes sorry I see president enya de yi na so ye ni yi so a ya kasa ni e be kwa say no Mami Soja me de manu be si mechi ya me MP Mr.
That's CP. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami Soja.
Good afternoon. That's your dinner, baby, I'm
Yo, Mami Soja, uni abema abodini, uniba.
It's you.
Mami Soja, you are really wabwe juma papa nyami shraw. Mami Soja, last man ne walking. Mami found central region. Abuna West, aye Abuna Street. Mami Soja, no Abuna Street do. Who Abuna Street traffic light away bakum yamsa. Chapel Square, Tezaku, no da kwano. No kasi odan kwano. And the Tezaku traffic light. I say more than 6 months. More than 6 months. No kasi Abuna Street do Tezaku traffic light in you. Odan kwano traffic light in you. Aka Chapel Square depe. I say more than 6 months. Wonga ayo gwejuma. No manya yeti 56 years and over yeji yen efiabro funsim traffic light to say empa yintumi ye. Na no ye kwa na ye bai. Ya kwa na ye bai. Aguna strebu e kwa aguna saba kwan. Hwemekwan aye. Hwemekwan aye. Year of rose e wenfa hwemestrebu kwan saba kwan. Hwemekwan aye. Uyo piofo uni sin 2-3 months na ofa kwan no so uye fun be say me abodwena me ka kire na so mpinifo na ho DC MP mpinifo na hi hwema kwan aye hwese du kwadwuma kokwan hwese la be hwema kwan aye ubakese mo kobran bi excavator kosi kwan ni mfimfini etutum mbe mpinifo bone na wodi asu Mami Soja ya menka o mi chero kwasa na mi ngwe yin ano me da se
Men so me da CP. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If I told you baby Afrifi.
Yo, Mami Biama, wow, soon for Okrumanson and my back platform you see.
Hey, now I chance for one more to say.
I chance for a general so far says I make a said you prepare now the Buckman, you know, Abba. Buckman money okay. Buckman.
Okay.
I'm not associated the neighbor. Papa.
Yanka traffic light in Wasam.
Mate. no calling Yamian in Sedu Babia, a yana civil servant. Amuma, Amemuo, ya. Papa, what the you will road and transport. At the same time, so highways, account. Highways, Majuma pa into Omoye, Memu, anything. Mudi any say, Mube checking Rosa, and Monchimonka Abemu, Nama making sure, say, Mataritale. Na Ekwanwa, Efufu, Mutumi do. Hello?
It's your
Yeah, Mutumi do. Na Musiesi, Lord require SSA, and highways, and Kamajuma pa no. And Ekwanfua, ye wamo. Port Rose, Ebemwa, ye wamo. Nanso, Edu Bosumedia. Any omu payroll sikabaso no makwaji no mwedi. The same thing. And I say engineers in Swa, a year road, our Ghana ha, or more to me sign contract, a more 10%, a bimunam change edge. Now a Juma papa is a summer yeno. Now on my shoddy work, no magic scanner gum go to come, aqua to tons and senecas. Now air condition gumnia name, near Quaniaba. Wamuswa road and highways area of offices and swa. Omo yem tumi makawushi atise yenti memufo ye bekasa chomada pa ansa no mo wadwuma omo ye. Nentina abenya dwuma omo ya. Omo sansu ye kokotresie na omo sansu kokwaje pension sika esedie no na afi atresai. Etuwe dia mesre senior America president Obama eba Ghana no beka say esese ye institutions no yetumi ememu ye din no we dem sre his excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ono ni din no mu bo etimi sre president so omo modin and making sure that every institution biara ebetumi aboa ema enkane wonsam any road wonsam ebetumi ayeye no woni odi won sisi ado no ontumi prompt won no mo nyom adwuma yie na eya do somamu ena make say enkane apaade besa na esum kabisi na esikwa ho womne kwa make sense no odasani eya na adwuma sesa oye enu ntimi de make ne say omuma monitoring enya adwuma na so omuma CCTV cameras entumi enya more na ma womu so a omumpa ade yie esense political experience intino se abano eba be ya de pa na bi so na manajo na echichechicha nkane ahomam na ye sese post awu eti sankofo nya monitor won na ye mamra enya adwuma na megisi ma institutions ni ya adwuma ebeboa ama man Ghana afantuma pa afra na se yenya so we ya minipa we ye se ya chine no ni akeka ka ni eja no bosu so na akwaji skadi na opansa ne nkrofo ni akasa eso mu gisika so mu kai mami biama ade omu ye entie ye
Mirase pe. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Eba chodi ni be afrefi.
Unu ya bema jeni o me frefi esuaba.
Eje bi aboko.
Ewrade adumo na mawayi ko so.
Me de so enko.
Nse man bi ma so nse policy pe didi ya ma yen kasa kura se. Yen kasa se yo man bi ma kwa fo edu bi amu waduma yo na se mu kasa tre yen pa o.
Enya asam keto ani ya kasa chempo amutie. Mo aso den chen wele.
No ni pa de se ni pa ni be ja radio so kasa ya to aba ma jimi fo. Ya wa someone for na ye no say ana obi say bia wo ye NDC ni na say MPP ni so ana say NDC for nyina ya jimi fo na woni mu say ebi ana mo so be ko na NDC fo so aba na wa be ba no so do mo ye nyansafo man bia ma me de e amaka ni say mo ka san kire yen papa na ye mi amena mo yi kura so bi di ya ko tetem kwa ho na do bia ko bo me ko e be ka na do na so ma so me kum yo on baby Ghana ayeko mo ma yen kasa kire ye ho na se obi di ka akobọ traffic mu no wase no a na do na so ma na se onko bom no se no yen kasa kire ye ho pa na eza da chi we na di no me ba yen so e di o ha bebre ba yen so yo yen kasa ye ma bia ma ya ka mo tu yen fo pa na yen kasa ye da se
Men Sumida Sipi. Hello, good afternoon. Atia Chuomo. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
BIAMAH.
Madam Madum radio no mami.
About Dr. Mekania.
Ai kasa wodi ni baby afrefi.
Me did the AKWAFO BIAMAH Africa.
Catch it you.
BIAMAH, repacho, wait me at the General Secretary Park.
But there be go ahead with traffic light issue. Go ahead with traffic light as some na can.
Okay.
Okay, made us say was your and I'm the course in me demo ABC. What do you say? Aha. Yen share some kakra man for their bar WhatsApp line no so Richard Amasama and also my lady good afternoon. Honorable Sedem Afenyo, good afternoon. Amasama constituency and DC chairman. Desmond Nisoa, afternoon. We can't entrust the destiny of Ghana in Dr. Baumia's hand. 90% of Dr. Baumia's promises and speeches are all lies. Straw Trust will operate as Uber. Every Ghanaian will own a bank account. I can go on and on. Building the Ghana we want together with MAAME is our hope and deliverance. Richard Edwefri Amasama. Hi, BMZ. My humble appeal to the Vice President and Flag Bearer, the Chairman of the Economic Management Team responsible for formulating plans and policies to propel growth and development, to stop blaming JDM for the current economic challenges. JDM left power 7 years ago and cannot be held responsible for our economy today. Ghanaians will vote in 2024 based on the current economic hardships the masses are facing, including the business community. Honorable Ken is a commander and controller of his own empire. Therefore, there is no way Kennedy will take instructions or be controlled by anyone because of position. Ejumera Akompreko, may God bless you and protect you to open the factories you promised Ghanaians during your tour across the country. We know you can. Go ahead, Honorable Michael Edwefri Ashalaja and Odebai. Yamzi 1, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will surely help us to break the 8. Greetings to Engineer Odai and Crow NP in waiting. Abele Edwefri Nungwa and Ode Ebai. Mukaila Jonas Edia inside Kerry and was my in-law Biamzi. Good afternoon, please. NPP's running mate should come from MAAME's hometown, and by so doing, we shall weaken the strength of the NDC. But in all, I believe Ghanaians understand the benefits of consistency of office, hence, they will continue with the NPP beyond 2024. As for the NDC and MAAME, the least said about them, the better. Regards to Honorable Charles Cromwell Onuawonto Bisiu, the next MP for Esikado Ketan constituency. Good afternoon. We free, Mr. Tay. Mr. Tay, Golf Estate, Honomuni, Finos. Good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. Please, Dr. Bawumia and Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe pair will be the best at the Jubilee House, because if Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe is the vice, people can't be frequenting the Jubilee House as people classify him as a person whose human relation is not good. But we should not forget that this caliber of who works successfully. Okay, we shouldn't forget that these people with this character work successfully. Mr. Tay, Golf Estate, and on also so Edifree Ebaye. Mami BIAMAH, good afternoon. Today is my birthday. Hey, no. I'm Elisha Tay from Osu. Oh, and yeah, happy, glorious birthday to you, Elisha. Erade Insha na ontre washim wate na onye wakuma swade nyina. Amen. And happy birthday to lawyer Justin Kodua Frimpong, the General Secretary of the NPP. More blessings. Wait for comments apila to ho. And JFK also so yesi ne eye o birthday enti happy birthday to you. Piti brim abrewanko no se mami soja. Good afternoon. Our problem as a country is too much. We need roads, we need lights, we want stable economy, we need jobs, we need everything. How can one person do all these because he or she is a president? We have to do our best ourselves, okay? I mentioned Noah the ark builder dear or no namidene dear no sorry so cry. And was look, it's possible written everywhere that Dr. Digita Baumia shall give expert and GM a showdown in election 2024. Written to Honorable Kennedy or Hene Ejapon Charles Bisiu and Honorable Makubu of Oti region. Etla Edway for Abewan Konosi Sharifa Tijani is the only candidate who can break the deadlock of NPP in Nkwanta South constituency for NPP for the first time. Mami Soja, yes. Ohineba Boama of Mpacho, I beg you. Nana Ponsa Bediakon, I beg you. A bet to me and away for telephone and then call national security. Why? No be boy. Thank you. I was in for a medical dia two just and some way guap no so babe bobo who abedoso do somono Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, running mate of the NPP and leader of the NPP. They say open your nene bepo ebeto sakomuna womo akọ na 2024 abano womatimi akọ na ayek mak eno enten koda garu nso so military attack e course no minister no agi atum se ne mebi ho a e course na entwa yiye papa wo so mutimi eka Rose Ministry womo so asha se traffic light access womo eba be fix ni nyina that discussion si ebekoso e wo neat 100.9 FM bitwa me ho abasisi ya what it keme sima ko be bia
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to ma me ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no ntum wo ho. Me be mo anu nsu hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete e da fom wo. This way chocolate drink.
Kra cha be pe baba ware.
Asew.
Ye fi ase this way chocolate drink. Ya sorry anopa no ne yenom ye be hye fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne yenom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom koko wom milk wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so hye
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so hye
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo age atum se eye
cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized.
Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to ma me ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afi bia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nsu wo hye kura dia ka ho. Wo hwade a wapi ho. Wo ka sa batete e da fom ho.
This way chocolate drink.
Crash up e baba aware.
Asew.
Ye fi ase this way chocolate drink ya sorry anopa no ne yenom ye be hye fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne yenom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom koko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so hye
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so hye
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkrato mu agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe.
Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think
Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Mr. Speaker, in 2012, the UN introduced a plan of action on the safety of journalists. It requires a multi-stakeholder approach involving all the actors of the global and country levels to comprehensively address the 3 Ps: prevention of violence against journalists, protection of journalists who are in danger, and prosecution of perpetrators. Also, the UN SDG 16 requires all countries to demonstrate progress in ensuring public access to information and protecting fundamental freedoms, which include the right to freedom of expression and the safety of journalists. The plan of action aims at creating a free and safe environment for journalists and media workers. Recommendation measures include, among other things, the establishment of a coordinated interagency mechanism to handle issues related to the safety of journalists, as well as assisting countries to develop legislation and mechanisms favorable to freedom of expression and information, and supporting their efforts to implement existing international rules and principles. Mr. Speaker, in line with this, the Ministry of Information of the Republic of Ghana first engaged with stakeholders of the media ecosystem in 2018 to design programs aimed at responding to challenges in the industry.
Mr. Speaker, it's important that we understand that just before Ghana started dropping in press freedom rankings, the president of the country, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in 2019, attended a Ghana Bar Association meeting in Takoradi and stated that the killing of a journalist, Ahmed Swale, was not an attack on press freedom. This in itself signals a lack of admission at the very top that the attacks on press freedom are a problem. And that is why this House and this Special Budget Committee must resource the National Media Commission, which I serve on with Patrick BIAMAH, the Honorable MP for Kaikwe North, Honorable Patrick BIAMAH, and Honorable Ayimedu. You must ensure, the Special Budget Committee must ensure that the National Media Commission is properly resourced, because right now it is the Ministry of Information that supports the National Media Commission's work in ensuring press freedom. But the Ministry of Information in 2022 was given less than 1 million Ghana cedis for its goods and services. Less than 1 million Ghana cedis. If you even look at how much Honorable Kennedy Japan is alleged to have given delegates for the last ended, it is more than that 1 million Ghana cedis. We need to make sure that we put our money where our mouth is and ensure that press freedom, Mr. Speaker, the press are the ones who carry our work here. We need to put our money where our mouth is and ensure that press freedom is truly well protected. Ghana ranks second in Africa and 22nd in the world. In 2016, we were second again in Africa and 26th in the world. In 2017, at the inception of this administration, Ghana maintained her enviable record of being second in Africa and 26th in the world. In fact, in 2018, Ghana went up to the first position. In 2018, first position in Africa and 23rd in the world. Then in 2019, Mr. Speaker, Ghana dropped to third in Africa and 27th in the world. In 2020, we went back up to second and ranked 30th in the world. In 2021, we dropped from second to third in the world and ranked 30th in Africa and 30th in the world. But Mr. Speaker, in 2022, Ghana
we are for 100.9 and our son Egua Otieno na yedin komo kakra ewo ahomano eso. Na eye member of parliament ewo wa Central Honorable Lanchene Tobu yene no edi enkom honorable awie yema aha o.
Me do about Joso, my constituency here.
Wow West, okay, Wow West, that's
me have Dr. Pelpune was Central.
Oh, okay. Where the honorable Boko Nyame ya doma Ochina finance minister at the budget 2024 budget what the babe tudwa. Mo there a minority mo share move from the budget.
Ipacho me das. Mama fa kwanya wo na menchia tifo nyina. Se ka aban kwa homosika. A ye frame budget na ni fi se ne ye bai se nijie bi be wom ana se ade a ye kwa kan se daaki bi wom a se ye hwe ne mo ye from 2017 e be sine se impunto budget impunto be na ba ye wo here se ye koyanim wo hefa edi akase mo de to mo budget nyina so minim di mo be to o kina di yinso but ne ye kan ne se ye kase economy no enye adwuma IMF de ne sato so amu no mo kire ne yenye ebia na o ma kire ne yenye o kina a o mo de beba beto a yekuma beto yemu a but o hwe de we akwan ya tetia pansam wo ba bia a adwuma gu wo ba bia nkofo close no business ne ade they say you move from taxation to production and so aban we buy no they say taxes amu de gu nkofo so ayentimi hom no ebebere kwa so empire na boss ebia o kina de nkomo ba na nkomo atete taxes no bi so normal Sakwan is a very innovative way to rope in more people to pay more taxes because if you pay less and you get more people to pay, Obenyas come more than say Obepeja Dina Kosro and Crofo Peso Metria. Tax payment, I mean, Obian Peso Metria tax is natural across the world. But Obeja Adia in Crofo Nibaji says, "Me two years a kind of crime, me who says a kind of one for so." So Ochina dear, near can say, I buy ye per se 1 or 2 lines about year road na kaya who she. You per se 1 or 2 lines about tax here a good business is young for some never queen. You per se who policies are you see the naya day. I said it's a book about so can I to make a question today sitting in Tina Diano Cosro. The quarter day by say made the 20% profit to tsunami turn cry. I mean to me some the same thing you. I am me fault. It is the economy. The depreciation of the city. So I can fair animals Minister of Finance. Obeda be kan asemfu phobia. I think crash beba.
Honorable, they say taxes are mobile so unum say or might be no taxes any ade near day echichire or minor. And they say ya mo percent ka finance minister or bay taxes ni bo a o meyi free or no. Taxes na mu de he e na mo hwe a o yi free ho no mo Ghana fo e ho bedwo wo kakra.
Me na ban pa chom dase. Say can make me aboba akokra kire ho. You see COVID-19 levy. COVID we are seeing ya chum COVID ko levy na dase ya den ho. There are certain levies I there to near Maswa. Okota, there would the taxes, or the restaurant, going to call you a keke woody. Now I'm printed receipt amount. Call Palace, and I say, my friends, Accra Mall, not what dear keke. Not yet taxes I also. na bisa who say see and say economy. You see, the point is that you can tax your economy to death. Obet ma tax the economy na wawu. And obet ma tax the economy so dia ye. So taxation is I idea bi I say odi adwon fa ho kakra. Oye ne bebre ya ebet ma gu system no. Enti na yeka say te so na ma nipa dodo ntua tax no kwa be pass ma nipa didua tu and na the innovation. But tax the Krobia ni ho betu ma develop with our taxes. But Krobia so ni ho betu pon say tax no bro so. Oh, tax me. Ni call me boom. Me see me to me also change na my sister me name Cote d'Ivoire. Me business my local there Cote d'Ivoire. Mon femme crew. Crew na be there to pon.
Say you share said the Ghana ye economy no send ye see etie ne ade no a. Mo hwe ne mo say bia mo beti bibia fa IMF ye second tranche of sika was wo mo de brain no. Mpesa mo hwe ne mo say mo beti bibi afri mu.
I'm a second tranche of almost Canada. Conditions ewo ho. Oye we a me de bebro. Oye we a me the second one beba. Oye we a me the third one beba. Oye we a ubesi na $3 billion na me de ni na ba. Nienti a second tranche na buy no abuy nim. And I am in Romunya Father Christmas. So one di almost share no so. Se kan nya ade abeba. So ne be bon price be ti o china ne say. Minister of Finance beba kaka say oh, ne eto si kakra no ya ye free ho. Nyame adome bia by next week kura sika no ebe beto your account because you ho kire yen oman no aho kira ba obi anim boy say bre so say boy say bra ya hia say leadership dey adwen foforo beba ama sika ya ye twen sika na nka say de yenim say encha da nya hwe but half a loaf is better than nothing.
Honorable we bedo ase na ne kwakra mo no Minister for National Security obeka bibi efa garu military attack no ho emo jitu mu se some of the anamoa military no wo mu etu ye no ekobone sa no ye wo de ba ye no minority mo bo atom yem
ba chom dase mini apani honorable Canada pa ba bia obia me chia no da bia me bonu din ya na me say the fact that only a hot-headed person a Ghana ebufo bakura na okasa ebi o otumu se we de menjin tum se sa na tie de but etimi de dokumato yi mu ba na esi wa garoyi ni ne minister be kan yi ne me kan se omo amukọ as national security operatives omo nda omo nyame ase se omo da so ti ase ni adent na me kasa boku ye very volatile environment ye nyina yi tum se esumdie ba ho ye kuma beto ye yem o the national security operatives ko asoja form ho ho ni mo hwe BIAMAH form ho ni mo hwe aposi form ho ni mo hwe V8 so enye ade aye common ewo Garo area ho mranti akọ hu se V8 bia be wuro ba bi no V8 we dey na according to information on the ground ana mo ko escort kai ya the police station miniaba ade ba kwa ha Ghana ne say yes national security but your national security a combination of all the security agencies, police for soldier for immigration for fire service for national intelligence bureau for omunina kan ho and I national security. But to see ya create bibi I the national security operator omokra no omun se soldier ase omun se police for ase omun se NIB ase ye hu ne and also done another operational body and a short commission emre bi atwom omo recommend say sa national security SWAT team yengunu egu enumase yatino yatis enso yesi yenye enso dia se na ekoyi coordination no he national security be kwa ba bi se okoye adwuma obi se soldier for yesi ne yen mu hwe ama yakwa attack omo ansa the soldier for beji omo the soldier for na mbantemo ngade na besi what level of coordination are we talking about in this country mini apeni me strand say on fa na nancy from in the area of security coordination and the area of National Security Council said you coordinate intelligence they are shared for the purpose of operational effectiveness.
Honorable, you better was here. Yeah. Honorable West Mrashe Bijene, Honorable Peter Lanchine Tobo, and Outesian no AD and Commoner. Adade Mwakwaba.
Yeah.
Bia bokode.
Adumia ne crying.
Yeda Christo ase sanso ena minua bema Jerome Makwaba.
Mejo so.
Bibia de din de.
Men shedant question as papa. Say bibia.
Mo to sign, niema mo to sign.
Me ho de nyame adom. Eye.
E de rade ase.
But nioma mu de enye.
Sesai.
O meba me do am two moto sa aka coins.
Na unya transport on fama. Ka ni ho a wo de beba na asesen.
Da bi sa aka coins abrabo na wo bona aka coins.
Sa coins no so eka ho bi o.
Oh.
Mami
na bra na coins nka ho a.
Ni refi say honorable purple to no for bi wanti o. O se o pa abo kra ana ora mahama na kan sa no. Uko twa ngura kra wo kwan ho na uko gina kwan ho ton. Honorable His Excellency John Dramani Mahama futu ade man no wamfa. Okotwa ngura na nka obetumi obeto anya coins. But you see how the world is. Say we real phones and wa hwe won say o.
Bisa masemu na
oh, so dia o kan ye na me boa o. O say aka coins. Na me say owura Mahama futu ni honorable purple futu no. Ena wamfa.
Bachosi. Owura Mahama embitu obia sa efo no. But be as it may, say me ko twa nwura mpa. Won we beto nwura ne de akomo ommoa na omawe no. Ommoa no mpo na ene munye scan tom moa no mpo na nwura no. Omaye den ato akakoma wo. Inti mi tanwura na kura ko twa kura na. Eye bre na me bre. Ye frem na me fi Cantamount na eba. Let me fi Cantamount na eba and me wura inside. Sheda ko share de me wura inside.
Okoto ade na observe.
Man koto ade. Okay. Like I have some guys there so me ko ho. Na omo ne me nantifa baby omo pamade like omo ye alterations no money ade. Na heat bi mo pa e ho kakra some seconds na me fa ho no. E fa me ho no. Then I sit and ask myself say so those people who are there almost heat in home for almost about 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. Then we are people who are in charge of your finances, who are in charge of our finances. Now will be to me the $1 million. And the good them. Emma, another person, one young lady or officer of the police. It doesn't matter, please. Now, another lady, the same office of the president, over $120,000. Then, Mami, you ask yourself, say, Sebe Kafro, Nyami Anyadoma, adwene ben na those people, ebeba wontim. What would be like? It's too serious, and we need to get serious as a country.
And every issues are a good border, yeah, baby bobo ho, ochina. Ministry of Finance, one more presentation of the 2024 budget. Rose Ministry, Oma Shasie, restore 40 damaged traffic lights. Garu military attack. Minister admits there were some excesses in the military operations. And Baumia so ne running mate who and some any ade. Sa enema and nine and yebo bohunti. I mean, Shasie or Adade or Sonyame Aduma Ochana. Finance Minister Ede budget ba your quick comment on that Ansana.
You want me that say. Say my ya woman want to say moi to me copy quantum to
I'll be very strict with my time.
The budget eba afibia budget eba na kanino during the P and the NDC one pencil no. Now you can say budget ebe say amami. O dear we near fika cry nti unim na sabre ukope gari bi akoto akoshe mpase. Na cars wow sika kakra wo ubotum no. Na ukoye den. Ukofile petrol tank because ochina budget ebe bayi no. Wo peu wo mpeu ye betu niam. Ana kanena nya sa netie. Budget no so emma afina wie ye o ebeba be match ene niama say it took a very visionary government ye owura kufo aban pencil ene ye kan say budget no ya kwahoma sika ye de bebo ye ho bra afia ye ba be wura mu no na ye den na budget na ye de bebo man no ho bra afia ye be wura mu na etimi ba be ye match sometimes April, February, and in Yama. ɛna ɔmo sesa ɛde ba November sɛ wo ready budget November na wayɛ ho nhyehyɛ parliament bet na se ɔmo bɛ approve nneɛma a ɔmo bɛ yɛ ho adwuma awie no na wodi awura afi no na nhyehyɛ no ahyɛ aseɛ na watumi anya osika a wodi bɛdi dwuma ɔmo a yɛkɔ gyegye revenue aba nso no ɔmo bɛtumi akɔ nti ɛma yɛsesa yɛn budget anaa yɛn fiscal year no landscape no eba ebedru say yɛbɛkan budget November yɛhyɛ aseɛ nso no memegyedi sɛ aboa for planning nneɛma no bɛba na watumi ayɛ ho nhyehyɛ for the following year nti budget year ɛba yi metie nkrɔfo memfa nneɛma ɛnyɛ bibia na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛdane no politics ɛwɔ ɔman yi mu but saa na aba no but metie obi a ɔka sɛ so obenya anka nhyehyɛ bi wɔ hɔ no mu a yɛsakra mu a ɛbɛboa me nso me wɔ saa expectation no nhyehyɛ bi a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛhyɛ mu kena a ɛbɛboa ɛno mu nso no ɛbɛba yɛn nyinaa yɛnim sɛ there are a few issues. I'm not expecting more taxes to say the na callers ni bi kano and I'm not expecting other certain issues I'm saying papa na MP na we interview no or raise certain critical issues whichever one you dream say or can send back up na menene ya dream pa say the way we are calculating our taxes no we have to look at it again. Mene obia obeka sa ya adwen obia obeka say minim enhyehyɛ a ɛwɔ other taxes bi te say covid levy no minim ho nhyehyɛ te say de papa ne kan ye no ba me de ɛyɛ na Ghana 40 hɔ a ye mu bebree ye ka say we de ɛyɛ aban ntua aban ɛma nkrofo sika ye nyinaa ye nim mepe asɛm yi si yi aban nkɔpɛ sika mra. All that we are saying is abayin boaboa sika bebre ano a eyeto. Nti enana meni obi kan say eye nokure say ye ni sika. Eye nokure say ye developing country. But ye san ye developing country no nyama kwan miensa na ye fa so e di raise sika eba o man nim. De di kan eye sika ye ni ankasa ye betiti ye more mu akekan ye nsase kakra etuatua a ye frɛ na taxes. The tosu mienu ni say ye befa kura na ya konkrofo fie lala sulala anti BIAMAH ye pacho wo ye frɛ ye Ghana na ye ni sika hia yen inti ma yen sika kakra nkɔbɔ man ne ho bra eno no ye frɛ no ye friend say grants a sese amanonifo e de kye yen eni say ye kɔ akɔbɔ bosia a ye de beba bɛbɔ ɔman ne ho bra niama a ye ni ankasa ye raise wo krom ha ye kokoton no ye hu say Ghana ha no ye balance of trade no has always been a deficit bribia no sika na niama a ye different oman yi mu kokoton na amanone no sika a ye nya no entumi nto niama a ye hia free amanone e di ba oman yi mu em say for so many years no afi ba ko semfie mienu pe e na ye nya sika e bro niama a ye ba ye kofa na manone aba beton oman we mu nti no emma ye say yes ye be raise revenue ye ankasa ye niama ye de kwa amano ye no oman yi mu ye de kwa amano ne koton no ya na entumi ma ye nsika no nti entumi raise revenues eti say de na ye nyanka ye pe no because de ekọ no ebeba no na asan unfortunately every Kwame Nkrumah penso abepim ne no nso no yen hyehyɛ anka bema yen sika aka oman yi mu so obi a otie yan watena UK da no UK for sika omo atworo wo so sika na ye de ma no oman yi mu a ye oman ne dia so you have to be grateful to the state. Ghana ha ye ni sa nhyehyɛ sɛ wo be pesika wo oman yi mu a sɛ udi no ha sa nhyehyɛ ni ho nti wo mo a ebe pesika wo oman yi mu no apart from say taxes a omo betua any royalties any niama no sika na aka ni nyina no osisano dollar na odeko ebi wo hono mu a onu kra no sika no wakoton niama no wa amano ni no sika no kra wanhwe yi a na mbeduru oman yi mu na amani afa baabi osi medikoto raw materials mediko yesi na sika na ama nti me sa niama we no anytime a budget eba no me hwe kwan se ye behwe sa niama we na ya ye ho adwuma na ya ye ho nhyehyɛ se de be ya ye betumi atoto ni nyina yie tax back one your time friend a tax your friend a rate your property rate ya can one say me tax back one me expect so mine be shemu kinapa a sign say obi so nkrofo na wo ma ofrefre wo mu no obi enso can say yen expand the tax net no without necessarily increasing the tax many nipa kroya adwin one of the ways yabo modern property rate here one of the very good things new in na ye dey buy no san foforo yi no I expanded the main property rate the data na ye properties are here rate wo mu no from 1.3 to 10 point something million. That's huge. So we have just without necessarily increasing the rates no krano we have expanded nipana SSO mutriano. There are other taxes in so ye betumi ahwe abefo kwan ana kwan foforo so ye betumi e de abiem saa nti na nipa ne kasa no that e ho na ma adwene kosi ya ye me say em say menene ya adwen pa say we may not necessarily have to increase the taxes but just expand the base and we will do better. The sanya mani nyina no me I'm expecting more. Yeah, election year. I'm not expecting say buying Ebeka say a election year into ye be increase expenditure. It will throw away all the good things that the government has done within this year. The good thing is that when we were almost running out of money. We brought in procedures, measures to save us money. Oh, more for me ne ona te dem ha me o ma me bi there odigo kogum passes na no me ka kire ma me so won number onchire number no be kire yem ba bi onya scan free me say a me ka mu a de bia me ka ne radio so obia ni MPP mu ana NDC mu obetumi aka so na ma miska e di koto nkran do kunu ma me ma be gi school fees obia ni ho me sorry ahimaache 2 na ma simu na me ko pe kakra medi nti wo be ye minister na meme ya MPP adwuma na wo be ya minister na se wo koye ade a ensem fata bra be yi hu ano eno de enya MPP fo nyina because me na mete yi say soprano wo ba me ho a esika no kra wo pe bia unya enti mame me de what I am expecting from the budget and say ya ye kasa yi no they will omu se sa niama ebem expand the tax base no emu kenati say the American
that's it. Jerome. Anyway, a soprano kwaba.
Facha me say my late.
And then my strict for my time no interject you be.
Matia. You know, traffic now.
Yanko.
Mame. Medas maminchia wetie for ne one so a share wo other social media. Na me won say papa yi wa sorry a oye den. Okui. Na nsemo keka dey said there nsemo oh me we what is
Macho kasa
that be say one on one here say one on one dan ka kan asema no asore ko but say panel discussion dey obi be kan obi and am amenye sa onim okasa I said there want Ghana ha na onye MPP ni o say first na nke ye baba be ye budget reading na uyem hwehwe because ye betototo mu nioma mu nti be kwa akototo nioma ne ho nkeka ho ne ade na mbisanza ade MPP buy no mu read budget ya oni kromana go and pick your budget from year 2017 mo aye den eba and see the number of taxes am aye den ma introduce it and you know the number of taxes aye ba beto like ye ba be read eye budget wo ban e de aba. So Refibia, I mean control just before so read the 2021 budget no. Oh yeah, the baller tax cry day. Baller tax at the buy. Or the financial service tax please. Oh.
We repealed
1790. You were speaking. It was as though nobody was here. Mr.
I'll show you the taxes.
Oh, Mame, also we are strict about time, but obi I will do the same thing. Mpachonim. You see, why introduce taxes? Just in 2021, why introduce all these taxes? Oh, they buy the luxury tax money. Just say be careful tax. I would done out you know kwampa on your day. All of this you bought it. You see, you're also talking about expanded the tax base. Now in Kofo bebree enye captured into a tour. Now you live now with the buyer, no. What was the intent and purpose? How did you live buyer? What was the intent and purpose? Gaming and betting. What was the intent and purpose? What was the intent and purpose? But the main problem, I was addressing and say, in the history of the Republic of Ghana, there is no government. There's no government. Our Ghana ha. What you mean? Aji eto Etienne President Akufo-Addo Aban. There is no government. But what I say, please stop this interjection. Oh, why? Why are you doing this? It is so, but distracting me, please. Oh, what is that? We can all be boisterous. Just please. What is that? Oh, Kasano Bia Yedin as though said the Awokano na Uyewe. Stop that, please. What J? All these taxes, any other revenue, awenya amounts to 830 billion, excluding 480 billion. Bosian wide wabo. And you should be able to tell the people of the republic the importance and answer in Nyoma Odi says he cannot die. Odiaye. And when you sit here as an MPP person and create the impression, say, a tour and I say we have difficulty and as such, we need to expand the tax net money. Then a Ghana for any bill. Even Ghanaians coming out of COVID, they were able to pay 51 billion as tax revenue in 2021. They were able to pay 51 billion. There was not a single year under President Mahama, even 47 billion. But with your time, Yako COVID and 2021, we were able to pay 51 billion. 2022, they pay no less than 55 billion. Ojiji says ka we nyina na Sisilia Dapa e bin na baby. Na Sisilia Dapa di bin na baby. Ye wi aka chen say ye ni nua ayi asense abode, then you be like move Ghana for akoma. And you expect to say the tax budget no be reading or have market if they will not introduce additional taxes. You just mark it on the wall. Then a Ghana for nye bill. Just walk on the street. For street in park your car. For Okada. For trotro. To say na President Akufo-Addo. Also hu hia da na otena trotro mu ko di nkofo. Ekos restaurant nkofo aduani di. O didi odo nsa tum no. Do the same thing today. And see how people are suffering. And obimpo ye adwuma. I wonder how people take 1,000 cedis and still survive in Accra. I wonder how people take 1,000 cedis and survive in Accra. Oh, Motiha. And then MPP people create the impression, say, BBI monthly. And America say, even 350 minutes, 1,000 cities. How do you, like, how would they manage? How would they manage? Because me casa me call cantamanto yano. Me fi your party headquarters in the call you. Nipa ne Jimmy 15 cities. 15 cities. Say me kwa meba no 30 cities. Inti nipa na all for Okada. Okada nipo no say a day or spend 30 cities on transport. 30 cities. A month and 900 or 1,000 cities. Then nobody. Inti one share. Now one share kwa ube justify why people rob. You justify why people rob any sabe how nkofo boss sabe eye jantra bra. Saturday I was at the zoo around 12 to 1. Now evening I'm watching like sabe kafro midnight. Sabe kafro like baby ana me won ye ye nuanom ma ya sabe yeah, and I saw police pickup Navara nibi. Etwamu wo omo bo sabesi brani nchen. And when you read Ghana Mra na at 29 na besi bra ye den criminal act. Yenye den yen so bisa who say den e be ma police ni or law enforcement agency. Won hu say obi boss abra no aye den watwam. Because owo tima bi ye den e the many pa kon say nipa never even chase the person out. opportunity ben na nipa no yeden opportunity ben na nipa no ewo. Of course obi no obeka say ahochire has never been in existence, but today the kind of preaching mu preaching here in 2016, as at that time na few 15 cities, you should have the gravitas and then go and make the same preaching, and now few over 60 cities. Go and do the same thing. Na the same thing. And count down into contract and any year then. Any gene. Na say a year nanka a car what dan. Today, we are in an economy whereby you see at the car $4 million. O said they intino a year kolebu renal unity then that for 19 have lost their lives. $4 million.
Vice President $7 million.
You see, what is Sika over 100 million Ghana cedis. And not saying Vice President over 100 million Ghana cedis. End of the election, 100 million Ghana cedis. 100 million Ghana. No evidence. Meba. Let's do this simple arithmetic. Obicha 400 cedis across board. At the money per 208,000. 208,000. And Nkwampo ya about 884 million. And Nkwampo about 84 million. Ghana cedis. 84 million Ghana cedis. Na yimbaye. Ni fi one other expenses any day. And from buy. And Samsung de and buy. And we have these insensitive people in government. You have these insensitive people in government. And who we are. They don't want us to talk about the kind of suffering I hear they. Yes, suffer. Mama, I'm telling you, look. Me few about a young man be. Obi am kono ka chen so bra yo NDC na nya kro benya na dan for MPP ni bia obetimi ade. A young man now ti say me we university for about 4 years 5 years. Mami adwuma onya bi nya den. Onya bi enye. Onya bi enye. Eno mo ne nam eho. And the people are so hopeless, like Sabekafo, there is no way a year and be in sight. And sometimes you sit with the MPP people and you cannot imagine baby Omufi Eden, Omufri Eba. Sabekafo, Mame, me and Kanya, you but MPP 4 year wohoi. Make 2016 me who bebre. And yes, me who on TV so. I saw them, they are friends. I saw them say, and they say, and they. And today you see how arrogant some people are. And Obeka say, yeah, expanded a tax net. Mami Nyamuyi, for pay slip, or for a pay slip, na say, oh, share a twice, do your moon show. Aya, we moon show. You get scared. Say, I am paying all these taxes to Aya buying, Ubesoya Humachin. Minim baby ati but minim say de bia wan sore ntem kra no be 435 no asimu a wo ye den obeye adwuma. Then bosome, look at the taxes you pay and na ebimo they stash the money. They stash the money and who we are when yakukudo be ka kire yen say we should expand the tax net. Who the gaming and betting united aba who the levy ide who the levy e the aba who the baller tax who the aba who the financial service who the luxury tax who the say a tobia a bemani pass suffocate biano. What the aba? I can't.
Jerome, before you wrap up, one say what a MP for Wild West, and or suggesting Tobu, and also suggest that instead of increasing the taxes, no, I don't know government new avenues are to me creating more taxes, or be widen the tax net and not nipa bebre. I cover nipa bebre. Dance like a crabinate to yano. Best sign abedeno no can we assign your boni
mama minkas wa carbon but what kind MPP kind whilst they were bringing e-levy now almost over Ghana has say it is only about 18% or less captured it's your taxes. So there's the essence for us to introduce a e-levy and it will capture a lot of everybody obia day omode buy no are they not getting money?
Yeah,
are they not getting money? Gaming and betting your omode buy no here. Do you know the amount of my day omenya Edia Frimu. And you know, it tells you say you have come to improve upon what was there before. And until Sikana wa realizing no. E was say ultimate day. Eye bibi manko for who say ampa woje to no the ide. O dia ye bibi e dia maye. But corruption aye den. E diskanu mufa. Corruption dream katashise e diskanu mufa. Most President Mahama ban corruption room. But they be a assess President Mahama ban ni lowest score in corruption and still a your best score. His lowest score, na 43 points. And na best score for 7 years. For 7 years. Inti wono a day akukudro and say, what impetus do you have to even talk about the issues of corruption? It is so much jai dream ketashana proya kankana. MAAME sika ni ebetimi ayedai. Enya bi e go. One just almost a budget you in common hotel Ediama AMPs to discuss.
That is what they do every year, and this year they've decided not to.
Do you understand? So at that point I wasn't about to say this time, finance minister, you want to go and make even that. I mean, there's a ojine wa MAAME otiasia MAAME enyeye because yanka MAAME the last time now who celebrate you or also now raving for this 13 years we say Obenyini Obewie University you are expecting say the monies you pay to government and money and one account Obani be wie ni wanye adwuma ye MAAME the reality is ye wie school ye nya adwuma nye den ye nya adwuma enye emabunu no na ye den frustrating hwe abranche pa be 24 25 we wie school na nka ebia wo pepa so mo bra bone ebia wanya ne dofo bi mpo obewale so what I say and now say onye adwuma mpo nyentin obi abeje na wo broken heart wu.
Thank you so much
na bra bas
Soprano.
Oba.
Remo. Budget. Ochana.
We Oba me da say na ebushan for me sorry say me here delayed kakra. Baby na me free ban na traffic no so pa Oba.
And the moment say na I hate the three of you.
Forgive us. Him for Oba forgive us pa Wadaroma.
The three of you.
Enye for to.
My three.
Dr. Bawumia odi economy nanim no baby a odi be fa bia na I said the odi abo kotobo no. So and we have a situation whereby the vice president, who is the author of our current predicament, no, episode of president Okroma. So by me, some de be ameka, ye ba be door to door, ye be ko be bia be jai, e human a yenya binya no, ye be jai HDD. I'm making sure say Dr. Bawumia cannot become president of Ghana because SRD are not just any and which they be Kruma because we were sitting in this country and another Dr. Bawumia and the country and republic and our speech. So I see the money is there. So eventually, no, your man here vice president, no. Say na economics no antiasie. And we done some type of IT guru. Yeah, can concert also me the e-levy buy. Yeah, can concert was me na me the drone e buy any here then oh yentimi nya aduane nie. Oh, can say young boys and young girls about it. What
are your expectations in the budget?
Oh, and I may come by or some boba. So I better want get. Uni ajuma. Oga no so ni ajuma. Etwa na ho na boga bi babronya boga bi ba na bia o man $200 bi na waka wanu tuma why $50 bi ama waka wanu atum pa kasa boga de ko. Enti saa de ne yete hu wo krom hanum na youth no. Oko catch na wo mo a omo ti form for nana after the Dr. Bawumia so abegina honum say disaster na wo de aso aye no yensan ye yire en to aso for more years so me hu no wo no person ware o girl no so hu ntimi nware no wo da lotto kiosk mu so na me kan say madam for boy bi wo 6'4" ne tenten no o da lotto kiosk mu na be den wa ware na so wo ware grandpa o girl beja wo so hu dem person tron because wo no titesi ano na mo say boys and girls ni gina mo do ba ase ni ade no mo na nam honum Wawakura na ekika wo mo. And this is the situation ye wo mu boys nya adwuma nye. So ho ukoto anopa uyi sikato wacha dia. Budget na sem na make na oba. Ukope wacha dia. Wuntimi nto wacha last na me hwe TV, social media. Dr. Bawumia. Wakogina ho no mu okoto wacha. Me krampo de na me because nya Photoshop. Na the voice ne ka ho. Okojina ho wachi ya take sister this man was say hey Sasa Dr. Bawumia on pay aduane wo krom ha okoma na aba so fried rice papa yi so when di wa rupre mu a ya say so ice cream na eso nu hu no say aduane no mu die enti ebe wie say e ba budget. Ghanaians should not expect anything better from this budget. That budget na almost ba be kinkan no. It is a budget of disaster. And to Ghana for so. There can be nothing good coming out of this budget. We have absolutely no faith in Dr. Bawumia, and we want to meet him at the ballot box. Say, I actually good now. So now almost Russia, Ukraine. So afei no ana almost covid no ha wo ma adwene it is so hwa omo baaye no ayen tem bia omo excuse so tem bia no omo excuse afei me kai say those days no finance minister ka say oh ye kofa Moody's fo aba na Moody's and Fitch omo ba on be downgrade mu say mu ni madwuma ne ye no afei omo si Moody's fo enye papa na doctor president Akufo-Addo o kemu so say omo nye papa nyam na mo say you have the men we have the men we can do this ye kwa hwe mu nyina say na wo mu nyina the men mu nyina no omo bon omo timi nya adwuma no what I say ena omo ba be waste your time ena afei no ye pese yesesa aban ne ye di CPP government eba e di nioma betutu ye no omo say Dr. Bawumia meto na Akufo-Addo adwuma so na omo mekata na Akufo-Addo to any family and friends ena concubines for no sa de emma so enti Ghana for no we are determined to change the government so enti Samre Obaka say on top of everything else no almost an kwaji 60 billion cedis every Bank of Ghana as no it wasn't approved by parliament obati o say government no ekwaji sika pudio ke CSA so every Bank of Ghana ho na wo man nya permission and free parliament asia kire say sika no yen hyeda nim ba bia sika no wo enu ntina abakọ akọ mpanyimfo ni bi mpaase no debi me can me debi me can ayo 60 billion anu de ya o $60 billion no odi ameba meba so ba me de me nim no eni say sa 60 billion e bi na hihye ayi nkrofo mpaase no so about tesi ano say Ghana for na boys kasenki yan Russian ministers ni fie ni enko hwese enhu sika won krofo pass ya either so mo awia asika no e de ahye a politank mu ana say hye pass ya no matututu bebi o mo de o nkraman no to no so a dog cage no so mo wo buabu nkraman abrochirefo nkraman no a mo ewe chicken ene a beef no mo no pa bia no ye pa aduane ye dia ye nya bi ne no kwana kwahwe wo minister for no mo nkraman no aduane a wo mu die mimpo de na me senka ayi maame ba ko na wo danso man ne senko mama ye ne kraman a so because aduane a last time itwa mo mu fie gu ama kraman no na pese nka me koda ne kraman wo ne fie na je ne ye nka wo ba ho no ma me si wo ni ato akoko na mbia ama me ama menya bia we so wo na pese me tro no enti dio yesika na ma 60 billion no eshisha wo mo mpaase because we cannot account for that money otherwise we challenge Dr. Bawumia to come and make accounts. Dr. Bawumia make accounts. I ain't taking it serious to that. I no nan wa do nya $7 million. E de chiche ye. So me wa ni nipa da hospital. So ko no ampo ni constituency schools under trees. E wa wale. Ah wanya sika de chiche. Eti oba se o hwemu na o hwe se omo buy no e de no mkai ba mo se remove ayi tax exemption se wo honum no. Omo be yifri ho. So omo remove ye. So benchmark value omo yifri honum. 11 no omo de buy na yesi empe no ma san miem e de adokru yen so me say ana me minister bia me de fa 11 so etimi mum de ana ntimi nyame so because she ni ma accounts mu so but ade ba ko omo de aka ho no ene adade adwuma no unified property rate collection etina me more question ma adade sa adade sa tire wo see government increase taxes okay but matrim because mama ya adwuma anye wo krom hanom na yetiti ye mo wirim kosi uncompleted no mo ba beji uncompleted no ho property tax
eti uncompleted ka ho
che ada do enka edu ba tese be ametie ne yanyeme
na what uncompleted
wo ba na be de menya yi bongoro ti sa dade mu matena me de na kom
kanu kure say the truth and shame the devil
Ghana ho na ntia uncompleted mo so yi ayi bourgeoisie for na Akufo-Addo mo ne Dr. Bawumia mo na dia ntia uncompleted mo na nyina etete so me penti me da hunti I completed so it's the American oba don't forget to say almost introduce a growth sustainability levy so and almost signed the VAT e-invoicing and when I'm say almost the 3% flat rate as aka ho and almost the oh I done na 12.5 what they call 15 but the American base in Union and say oba
no say to a flat rate of 3%. And we are new tax.
David, but I don't capture you more. Mudia document baby I be fair bia. Mudia baby I be fair bia mudia GN. But Manusi Muntio. About the year can call you any and say the new patriotic party has nothing better to offer to Ghanaians. Oh, about Manusi and say they have nothing better to Ghanaians. And it's a we youth. Nasa woti ho. We school be 3 to 4 years. No nya adwuma nya Oda so da wo papa saso anopa sorry na wo kosra maame still o ma 10 cedis e ma na de koto konkonte di anopa oda so wo girlfriend so under all these circumstances still crowd girl per kakra so na cha wo so kwa akoto aba ama Dr. Bawumia na che se ne em sha so wo girl no mpa wo girl ni ye idio because I feel so wo do wo girl I was so to against Dr. Bawumia na ye tuma CPP for na adwuma ba krom ha na watimi aware wo jolly. What you said? Na say wuti man in a sentence wuti krom ha na say Christmas dru na wusu ye boga for ba me get
so ko paragraph.
Okay, me das.
Men so me das. Era denyame. Men so me das pe. Now, we are moving on. Garu, okay, let me come to the roads ministry beginning restoration of faulty and then damaged traffic lights. Roads Ministry to begin restoration of faulty damaged traffic lights. And Ayebisa said, is it long overdue? Are they now responsible for managing traffic lights? Because all along, maybe traffic lights and street lights. It say Roads and Highways Ministry. Mona, we in charge. Yeah, ba omo director say yanko district assemblies no just back and forth back into up to today. And I mean who said nra about people who say Roads and Highways for one more repair 40 street light. Meaning say you are responsible for your street fence 40 traffic lights and other than patch up.
Me da say. Em say we dey nanka menyanka obiara bosi. Yeah, traffic lights. Traffic light na say onim say bulb na ehim.
Mbachwan.
Enti say bulb na ehim a. Na say bulbs na ebiwu. Na esese yesisa no. Na ana say ebi eho atochima na esese ye ya. Eni nanka ese Ghana ni bia enanije. De enti a maame nchire omu de enti a yesi ko district assembly. Sa traffic lights na wo mantem who share electricity bills so who say your Tiska for district assembly your Tiska for traffic light wa share da
men share about street light e minim
the street light wo wo na wotuaka sa sika na yetima assemblies say assemblies no e de bebo street lights traffic lights ene sa nyama yetisa no ehubra enti se ko ba se ebia se ya em se enunti na mu call road ministry no omu directive mu say the district assemblies involved no mum twi emben wo mu na omu hwe omu adwuma nempa bebre enim niama district assemblies de omu IGF no security kra be onwanwa se prosifo a omu nam mantem ho a omu ye patrol kra no district assembly no so mo asene e de omo sika so mo asene so your mind na wo bu o mind no na say ko ba ne say e bia wa ye nyina enim say your district assemblies ne bi asede ye ka say enye as traffic light e won kran nyina na edum but ne dodo na edum ana dodo na eho atochima kakra na say road ministry a omo na akwan ene akwantimpon e hye omo ase na eba se omunso edi omuhu jim na omu aboa na traffic lights na ye adwuma anka em se eno de na ya sem papa minim de obi ebedwene afa ho ana wadwene se ya deboni because yen traffic light asai edum mra wo man yi mu a se wo de wo car kra ebo traffic light na ebu a mra ne se esese ye twon na ye yiro kete ema wo tua traffic light no our bunu naka say obu street light are the same thing Ghana ha ya yetumi hu say mprepi no obehu say car abo street light na abo form na papai ana traffic light na car abo no na ebubu na egu ho na driver no eja hoko obia ni ho no mu a otimi ye hu bibia ya na de enwanwan ne se aprosifo kra bia obeduru ho kra na prosi ni agina ho nanso ebe wi ase no prosi ni di nipa no kode nanso na light no nipa no amma ambesiesie because mrane say buna ana wo say na siesie enti emprepi no saa nyama we na esi ade ba kwan ha adwen pa esese ye boso e was a street light ne traffic lights ho ne say emprepi no akromfo nso ekokowia nkania me ni mu ho no me amato many mo say me amato street light ba kwa bonchen na the next pole no so no assembly for the almost street light be bo ho no e bi bo then corner pole no so one day me ko buy na obi abetu light no e de ko what to the whole thing ni ba na hang so ni nyina e de ko enti ya na a big issue in Ghana here, very big deal. Traffic lights ni bebrea enso no ube kono no obi abetwe ahoma na afi street lights the same thing to me see bebre nti no yenhwe sa niama no na me de em say asem de asempa say oman no aye na adwene say ye ba aba besiesie sika kese pa sa ban na to me in emra yenuanu mo ye kan say oman na butu sana omo adwene ye wo obi si obi ti heat mu ewo kantamanto onu na afi na we si free air condition mu na ya yeta na anti kantamanto no heat no de wo hot na eno na wo ne ense sign but uhwe anabo asiama num ne NDC for na omo atna air condition ni mu saa no ene okotwa mu kantamanto o kan se kantamanto no foforo na aba afi na yesi kantamanto foforo yensi foforo heat no de soprano ekoji ni force wo mu da bia na kwame adade koji ne de no ye koye bend down boutique na eno ana wo ho ne eno ana da so wo ho na ene de okoto de ne bodwe obi akofa kantamanto abatna ha ebesu a kire maame na maame on kan kire ne se wo starting anti kantamanto nyene nti unim se sa na tie nti yammo ye hu bramum na nyama papa oman no epese ye no yen so omo asene enya bibia na esese ye condemn yeah, I na nwanwa say oman no bibiara ye pese ye bia no ubenya odaseni a obesori etia obi afre akan say ye expanded tax net and me can say it's a good thing and somebody has a problem with it say me can say ya depa say ye expanded tax net no and can say tax net ye contracting no na ye ntum na ye ma soprano adia ba kwa ya yenka no krenchire ya under the NDC they introduced more taxes to the extent that it got to a time the MPP called them nuisance taxes. Mimi and Refi MPP taking office we repealed 17 taxes and reduced 13 taxes. The American is they buy no and 17 no. Ongu mami me say yeah, we have gone through this in this room before. Soprano meboa. I brought it out and we saw the number of taxes yenuanum NDC for at the buy during their regime. Look, Atamils take you, met me a man baby. Atamils take your office. Na Ghana hana roto na ye saying. Soprano kai me refi. Be mekaya na ye 5 pesos. They moved it by 5,000%. Omurefi kaya yo pa ena o ka say obi ti hit mu pa we grade your sort ya patase na opa mu ade pa na yesan won kran ha agent tax sa taxes we nyina no na danko akufado no be repeal here unfortunately Mimiano is doing selective soprano look so biasin hwin course wo
but you never no si mama
hwin course wo man yi mu a de akoso a me di ho adanse e ba ko ne say ye te dem ha no ba bia na na adanko akufo ado taxes na o kan say na nado amfa anye hwe no ba bia onya sika editor fan wo edigu mfidie no mu a ena me ne oti ho yi akane ayisi so no onya me nko anonim ye taxes ni bi de atoso mienu ni refi John Mahama say obesi 200 schools me kai no 200 schools no will cost 1.3 billion. John Mahama couldn't raise 1.3 billion to do his flagship program. I'm telling you, sir, Nanado has raised 2.2 billion every year for 5 years. Free SHS is working.
Thank you very much.
He has forgotten that he's saying the taxes. No, me correct no. Na manem ko kan sabium. Or can taxes once em. Nanka Nanado first sika him for.
Thank you, Adade. Jerome, Brem.
Mame. Edamas na asema okai ama makai eye dwumadie bia na Peace FM moye. Eye prior to 2016. Nza no pa bia na mat reporters egum. Ye he Mahama youth schools. Baby ayaye dey edu. Na sisi asa agenda 111 nka ye the same o. Nti nka no pa bia na nka atie sim. Eni ebi se baby edu a. Eno so nka beboa o. Ana meboa. Na nka ye bisa agenda 111 eduru hin. Aye den yakosi hin fa. Amame ohun se asemu a eye adade na okan. Kaya yefo asema na okan. Ni refi se eye 2016. Okwajeje kaya yefo sika wo Kumasi. E de be campaign.
Pacho, me pacho, yeah, Rose Ministry.
Oh, me can no.
Because of time, concentrate on that for me.
Why? Because you kwaji o musika.
Okay.
Omoda we you brejas you. You kwaji o musika wie ma Dr. Baomi adi o manim ka kire mo se me yesrem ni te se mo asanso ye muslimini. Me mhwe mamo na abonti besisi ayi hostess aide. Amamo. So okay. Aha. Enne ubeko no first ni mpo no bridge na sekwazi say momo na hobiem nti omo apampan na omode so anoma no ubeko no mudi omuti ato so ayede ada what 4 million ama each delegate 4 million
400 cities.
Oh 400 city dia no say under betias 4 million what the amawo mo times 208,000 208,000. Na me share Dr. Baomi picture 2016 na me share ne picture nde. Ntumi se massa. Se minim no nam koshia ne ba bia anka mi hu no.
Na so onye politics are still obenyini. Wo say na
enye nyini asem o. Na mame ntini adwuma ye ni nkofo manyini wa ha.
Na wo say na na ati.
Enye sa kosha transformation abam.
Transformation that's what nyini.
Enye nyini.
Wo say na na.
Dr. Baomi 60 years wenyen. Ati so bia wenya 25 years.
Aduane a wo di flash life say nyini.
Mame adibi wa mum yenka o.
Na say di pa bia wo koso wunyini. No matter the kind of job you are doing, one get to say there now with TFS.
Me dem ti sa.
Ya wo say na now.
2016 na me te sa na me tie ne. Sa na me dance. Oh mame. And me pictures mo na ade nchero sa. Na nipa ba kun so awase. Nipa ba kun so awase sa. Me hu na mani age. Eh mame Esla.
Hey, Queen Esla of dance woman.
I tell you. Hey, what's his sister baby? What's his sister? Any papa, wallahi, we need to rescue this country. Mustafa Hamid. With that day. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Hey! And yes, and Kabana, when people for you, no way there, and Casa Ukruma. I was saying by now, Sanka was shame people at Aden Krumpa. Say, I know Fedia, Nkophobi 2 goes right there. Oh,
there be on yes, sir.
As some American. That be because my mate. What was our catch and say, Cantamanto no? Yet in the reality. Not on pennies, 2016. Dollar no, Sydney a year 4.2 no, or 20 President Mahama. No, you saw Baba day, Baba Ye. And they are 12 cities. And they are 12 cities. 10 man not fewer year 15 cities, you know. Not doing this or 20 year NDC, no President Mahama. Said they bet me 10 cities. But and not turn more than 60 cities. Said they are now you say NDC above 120 billion. You be 110. Eka President Kufo de 120. And now about 480 billion. Sebi ya adwini kutaw. Inti obagina ye nimu a. Na o de ahye yetrim na ne afese yetin why den. Wa kan kire ye. Enne traffic light enyo mo fadi mpo. Car price hey anapay because of traffic light. moto ni moto aye dey brand mi amani so minim se si omo ti ase ana so omo nye dey omo ti ase nyame nkwa nim na enu echi o se last week na me call eye mo sister station bi atenka ho once omo traffic light nya adwuma na me hu police ni maami bi o why say abesira kakra slim bi na orderity traffic na track articulated track esie bi ko fa ne nche won na enye traffic light pole na maami ni ko so mu anka me ni ba bi okotoy because the traffic ni ye adwuma kemfa ni megina ho ye na begina ho maka no ho mframa ba bi anka yi maami na koto no. Imagine you subject people into the just common traffic light, and there will be the $1 million sharing them. I believe me fix all the traffic lights in Accra. A man says a bebraka sharing them. $1 million say to me chichiru kuru fro. Until I ask myself, saying to say, omo force sika we. Na omo Land Cruiser yesanso tofi wegum. Na omo hu say ye nam kwan ho. E team fifre. Eton Richard Cat, Eton air freshener, traffic more. How do they feel?
Yeah. Omu feel exactly.
Mate. Ajine ben ne ba wontirim. Entu bi so mu abadaye. Enka ma mema mponye na ma me basiriwo we this is 9 years. What this is 9 years? Umpo den kan Nyankopon ye baako because mo wo one. Oni Nyankopon ye one because mo ma baako pe. It's more my prayer. But you could keep this. Nankofonya day. Conform mere. People will be crying. Mame, this is a new castle with them and a joke ahomache. Oh, that's what they are. The first thing about my no what's answer day. What's answer the beam. And now conquer for them a drawback is sleeping tablet. With the sleeping tablet. Johnny Musa,
wait a minute, that sleeping tablets need for them.
Because I hear about Kosu and Nipanitrimuno. One no man no, especially Yamwa Yen Musanum is only binum there. Ubebano, I find wada. No, wada. Oh, no wada. But yeah, Yen Numi, I just said sleeping tablet. And no crampo 5 ml crampo in your day. Milligram pa enko mg enko I just no cut 10
uni mumponi na ase uni measurement
say the maker we na maker sleeping pills no
na maker say minim say 5 milligrams no mo chichire no
there be sleeping pills no say your 5 milligram or 10
na me ka say uni mu pa nya ne blue na aka ho asem
enti na so as mama serious enti no say enne yetumi awie your minor to the extent say traffic light for how many months now? I put more than 6 months with it.
You see for mommy.
Untumi enye. Ni omuni say contractor now or operating no. Omo de ne ka. Abantimi nye den entua. Abantimi ntua. Na ye say aban sika no ni ya. Who can say omo first government in 2018 wo baby. National Youth Authority. Omo kire nkofo bi how yesesa bob money ade. O sesa ba ko bi ane ma 6,000. O sesa bob street bob ba ko 6,000.
Oh kroma.
I'm telling you. Anya ntine ma ye di yi NYA boss no ane the deputies no. Ye yi omodi no.
Ba ya nyi sika na omo de koy.
Yanye 6,000. Ntine se nkenne sika wo ho a traffic light o nkan ko anya ka be 4,000 there. O ko sesa bob na ewu no. Mami, in your mouth, but now sometimes a problem. Then say, Abanwe, say 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. The media need to go. President, busy form.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
Telling you,
yeah.
President,
who for the only from that. Right, I say, Nini Crana or 200 na won't mean more finance ministry. No, President na 2 nanum to make a serious solemn promise to Ghanaians to obey you know. President never say no watching yedi. President Akufo-Addo no watching yedi. E wo can offer at side honorable. So most Ghanaians don't believe the president will do some of the things he says he will do because when he makes a promise, the president he doesn't keep it. This is the truth. Now, by the way, na traffic light ya asem ya ye ken oba nti metua mini agyeron metie na asem so ho na no wo ka se traffic light no ye je 6,000 NY na no mo je say but about him say me check here no so ho Greater Accra traffic light problem no me according to my calculation and I stand to correction but according to my calculation here just 18 million cedis ebetimi solve to fix all the traffic lights in Greater Accra. But one said traffic light to Ponglo di anu say be 1 year nyina no omon se sign so and 18 million na yen hia na ke dey solve Greater Accra. Etina me adwene Dr. Bawumia ho otimi anya 84 million cedi acheche kwa na ye pe traffic light Ghana fuwo Dr. Bawumia de say me check ya obi a wusu ye cons o ba be solve o kan no adodge no ho no aye no ho IT guru. But you see, we are not going to let Dr. Bawumia rest. The agenda was the economy, not IT. Dr. Bawumia I feel the Asha was here also na say no bobo no sa in December so enti sa wo hwe Dr. Bawumia na me hwe enti 84 million cedis sa na last time so sa no ye hwe ye na say flood esi of Volta region na former president John Mahama ono so sa kofa 1.5 million to goose na na yebusa ye ho say Ghana na yeti no ye ni vice president ne president pio enti ye mpanyimfo esika yi omokonya asa esika we hen omodi Ghana chese omunya esika yi wen they don't tell us. We remember, you see, until we have no faith in this administration. Because I don't for the life of me understand how come Dr. Bawumia got 84 million cedis to be chiche. So I sika we Dr. Bawumia nyane hene also be yina no because Bank of Ghana for sika ye hu ba bi fire. So and sika na share anti-Sicilia da pan part no and also so ye ntiase enti ye sika we na no omode chiche ba heart ye free here. So ye pay 18 million cedis e dey traffic light with Greater Accra region, the capital of Ghana. Now, save lives. Every day there's an accident at these intersections. So I say because there are no traffic lights. In fact, police if you me feel sorry for them. So you cover for young guys, any young ladies. And you do a mako police no. So any more moon fro where be. Meanwhile, a man for very eru premu 84 million cedis. Traffic light cry no money. Whenever I'm at the traffic light, na me hear police for oponglo honum de me hear Prese kwa krampo who's no ponglo. So ponglo the ananko for expect say traffic light to. Say Ghana for se mutia Accra Presec side o Lagos honum. Police for na hon dey mean who be that say where dodge, you know dodge car no. Where dodge. I'm telling you. Expert in that. Me say just it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. I wish say IGP be make sure say be more some special allowance for the risk that they are taking. Because in as much as the policeman so we a policeman what here say okay adwuma na risky no we dey tell say I said dey do akogina Israel for tu anim say we Hamas ni o said yen you ene o mu kunkunkunkum nkra so anyway enti say we have an issue with yen leaders no so the way our modi ye sika no how our omusi use sika no na ye peduane adia ye nya bi ni ye pe traffic light aya ye nyanye so na Dr. Bawumia ba no, to me, $7 million. Dr. Bawumia, $7 million. Where did you get the $7 million from Dr. Bawumia? This question was also to me, in the name of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So I said $7 million. Dr. Bawumia, he says, Kano, Alaji Bawumia. I said family and friends for any day. Now, family and friends for no more and two concubines for no. Concubines for any the other massam ebamu crampo the so it's this administration oba na afi no so we check here say traffic lights na yentimi nye no adade ko no ka say district assemblies na eso situation na say so enti na person ki hu say property tax no na omo so matre mu no sign no omo je but anyway NCPP for no we don't just criticize so we have solutions enti na ke person advise a roads ministry and say said ye ma privatize property tax levy no I am say a tumpon no omon privatize a traffic light situation no I was say omode ma youth na at say vicinity no No, na omo enye responsible for the traffic light.
I think say one engineer Abdullah Mahama, you know, eating komo, you know, we should serve as watchdogs over. Like said the abruchiro kwa emrewano who is on am how 1 2 ya alert police no ma be.
Oba sa emrewano omo wa abruchiro no. Sa emrewano omo wa abruchiro no ote ho no mu kra no. Ye ma ni social wo fie. There is no situation na onu ho lead no ne pension at that bank no. Minister of Finance and the President na strategy bi akwa say esika no a omun say from to the extent say Chief Justice for nyina mpo etimi kokosa ntokwa we on the street. So you see, so here broni a oti abrochire a wo government ni treat you with love and respect. So ati ase na me no say nana yobi den no akogina so o traffic light na kan akire obi. So nana yobi nya sa time no o ped aduani bia di se mankani bia o say ase it's not going to happen. As my can I say last time no more can say if you see something, say something. How can I see something when I'm hungry? Na me susuampa my baby say something. I'm a police for after me say bra. Una hu bra and no, we will not see something and we will not say something. So if you say you hear security okrom ha, fire security. So when person chiro na tua eka. Na afa ye hunu bibi nka bibi. Na ye ne nam ho ye pa aduane ye de no see something, say something. Uda land cruiser mu a wo chicha 84 million cedis no wo wa hu bibi wo kura mpa wo no wo satellite police for edi wani police for edi wa chuchu hu he na so prano a me kope konkonta di ebe de ma hu bibi. I'm not going to see something and I'm not going to say something. Opa from security na me nature me kana me hu something and say something. And this is the situation we have in this country. Enti boys ne girls na omo tititi fie no omo nya adwuma anya no mom privatize sa situation mo near who say, okay, me Madina Zongo Junction area, mini adjuma, but nana a baumia, a large baumia, ama miliki kakre into traffic light, who will be a kujina, Miss Maya allegation. So, but it cannot be the situation whereby the vice president has 84 million cedis to spend in a day. Oh, they check. So I said, I'm seeing me kujina on security my traffic light. And the traffic light won't be too free. So I'm sure because you see, said a new patriotic party for
wrap up. Yeah,
say the new patriotic party for especially the leadership. And I'm talking about the bourgeoisie lifestyle of the president and his best friend, the vice president, who wants to be president. So, now here's the musi a level, almost standard of living. Now you kai tamad president, Akufo-Addo obepe president. Say the new see yen la sula la kro yen. So, no, calipo. Those days, no, now air condition, no, me kai so on Dr. Osafo Mafu year campaign. Esi ni kwa no muntimi so esi petrol bo so ho. Na omo turn to maguya na e traffic mu bi. Em na do hwe na do parody twi nanim no anom kalipo kakra na wode ntomagu na twi nanim. Na enne omo timi che 84 million cedis. One day, Dr. Bawumia, ye twan wo ballot box onum. Seriously. So ho.
Mame. Inti no enye wo ya, enya reho sem se. Yade de ye na etumi yare o. But your finance minister yare nyamiadom otu kwan kwa brochire ekosan ho yade o eye Ghana fo yesika na the same nkrofo ebimo yade 19 people because of say bind the renal unit ombewu 19 people
na Dr. Bawumia o yare no
inti eba mutirimu a
mama no si so enti oba manusi no Joyom Eka say Ebusa say how do you feel? So say no Busa Dr. Bawumia say Dr. Bawumia. And how do you feel when you see your fellow Ghanaians now we giant behind no? Near nam from in futuro mu ne who di en fifreti en yen aduane ni ne ye suya la anti without land cruiser no ma won petrol na utwam a. How do you feel? And I make say Jerome they feel the same way Dr. Bawumia who yen ne ye hustling na. They feel the same way if one feeling no your pastor for any prophet for any archbishop any moderators no so about says me see for man sir bishop for archbishop any prophet any moderators any pastor for no omo kwatiji collection na so omo so e da land cruiser musa ati se minister manusi oba manusi omo da land cruiser musa e boy mfuturo no matwam omo ni politicians ni nyina abekransa omo nyina we should get rid of them and get a new type of leadership in this country omo betimi aboa youth no and that new leadership no comes from the Convention People's Party. It's youth no Mupa there be amba kwa akwaji 400 with Dr. Baumia ho. Or let's take control of our future by joining the CPP. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I was here for Annie Jumeden, you know, some messages kakra bi entwam na yenko yen sorry Jumeden no. So good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. Uforiata, the road minister should account for e-levy tomorrow. Oliver Andor. Mami Soja, good afternoon. The if Vice President Bawumia cannot manage the economy but destroy the economy now want to be president, let Bawumia know that president don't manage economy. That's the vice president duty. So once Bawumia has failed Ghanaians woefully on the economy, he has no business in the presidency. Positive change, Madina no Adebayo says this Nana Bawumia government is the most reckless, insensitive, incompetent, visionless and clueless government Ghana has ever produced. In Shraba and Nelka Ashama constituency, the NDC were shouting NPP delegates will elect Dr. Bawumia because he's not a match for them. But what do we see now? The NDC are now suffering from insomnia and can't even sleep when the name Dr. Bawumia is mentioned. Okay. Mami Soja, good afternoon, Mame. If I am asking, since what time did these ladies come on the roadside at night? It's not you only select what interests you that you go out to search and later come out. The man must come and tell us since when he saw these night ladies on the roadside. Inspector Kakari retired, Kaswa, and Oka Jerome, and a Mekisa, we know I'm allegation. No. Kwame Nchiniwa Plakon, then I'm there. Sorry, so I hear Vice President Bawumia is considering choosing a running mate from the Ashanti region. As an Ashanti Newtown boy, I would like to offer myself to be considered for the running mate position. I will soon send my CV to Vice President Dr. Bawumia, as well as details of my contribution to the NPP. I'm more than qualified. This isn't the time for MPs to show interest. They need rest. Please tell the CPP man to think about his party. Thank you very much. Asadaka Siankoma, Miami Nuya Bema, Sylvester Sapon Soprano, Afe Jerome of the NDC, and Kwame Adade of the NPP. Wadarum Webuama discussions this week or so. Asadakoma production crew, Joe Damia Drumak, Jerry Osaji, my frima, Nana Yao Safo, and Wamwa Kenyana, Midobi Bias, Wawanya Bre Eti, Yotimi Frey, wow, send a message. God bless you. Midin at the MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO Macra.